Did you hit go live?
Shit, did I hit go live?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is this? Oh, he gets comments on his super chat?
Yeah.
You got to get these super chats in right now, guys.
Get those super chats in.
Or we have to read ads.
It's one of those ways that you can influence things, and we all know we want to influence things. One of the ways you can influence things, of course, is by registering to vote. Guys, today's episode is brought to you by Rise, who want you to know that the stakes are so high for young people in this election, so you really got to get out and vote. Check out risefree.org and make a pledge to vote now to get your vote in for the upcoming election.
And that's the end of the ad.
Again, that's risefree.org.
That's the end of the ad. Guys, you have to vote for Trump.
That's not part of the ad. That's a different
This is commentary.
Thing. That's commentary.
You have to get out there. You have to get all your friends and legally vote.
Hold on.
Legally vote 10, 20, 30 times.
The ad is that you have to register
We're done
to
with
vote.
the ad.
Right.
We're done with the ad.
Okay.
This is commentary.
You're adding
you have
something
to get out there to vote. You have to go vote for Trump. You have to go vote for Trump. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because if Trump loses, the country's over.
I was going to say we're going to lose this sponsor, but it doesn't matter because the election's
The Democratic Party's over.
Yeah,
Trump's going to go on Rogan
over.
and shoot the Democrat Party right in the back of the head. That's going to be amazing. You're never going to believe what he's going to do.
Outside commentary that has nothing to do with risefree.org.
That's the ad is done.
I didn't
you
say
are
that's
the one
part
that's
of the ad.
confusing it.
That's not,
you are confusing it.
Right.
You got to vote for Trump.com.
That's
this
not part of the ad.
is also
That's
brought to you
different.
by Trump.com.
No, it's not. He's not paying me anything. These guys are paying
He's going
me.
to pay you so much. When he's dead and gone.
You know how important this election is for young people, according to this brief I've been handed, okay?
No, that's done.
It's very important.
That's done. But you got to vote for Trump.
Shut up.
Whew. All right, ready?
You should vote.
Presenting
The audio fucked up? Somebody tell me if the audio's fucked up.
I think it's all good.
Somebody reliable
Another
tell me if the
successful
audio's
ad read
fucked
on
up.
this fucking show.
It is. Yeah, this is the wrong. You're doing the wrong show. Welcome to the biggest problem in the universe. Am I supposed to do it?
You played the wrong fucking song.
Oh shit. Why don't you say something?
I did. I
You're
said
too
this is
busy
the wrong
arguing.
intro, and then I fucking...
Now I get
You
it.
fucking idiot.
Now I get it.
That's the right one. Biggest
Vote Trump.
problem
Gotta vote Trump.
in the universe.
Welcome to the biggest problem in the universe, the only show that covers every problem in the universe, from people who don't get out of the way. Wait a minute. From disappointing disasters to people who won't move faster. Oh, man, this is rough. This is
better
rusty.
than some of the other ones.
This is rusty.
Yeah, well, we're all getting back in the swing.
It's a real
of it.
Kamala show. Fucking up. Fucking up and being useless.
We got one sponsor and immediately the whole show.
Fucking up.
Yeah.
What? We plugged the site.
We love Kamala. We love
register.
Trump. Register to vote.
No, but only vote for Trump. Don't vote for any
no,
other.
it's not even registered to vote.
Especially don't vote for anybody whose running mate is a child molester.
Oh, what are you... Are you running with that one? You running with that news?
I saw.
You saw what?
I saw the grown-up who was molested talking in a video.
You saw that AI black guy talking about...
Bro, I can't believe conservatives are like, oh, this is terrible. Like, this is the greatest fucking thing you guys have ever done. That AI fucking said he was molested as a child. I believe that shit.
It is literally like we've reached the point where like
He molested that little
there's
child.
nothing even left to talk about anymore.
And then he's up there going, wee.
Overnight, a guy could just get on his computer, concoct some wild story about who molested who.
Overnight?
And the
You
next
do it
thing
right
you
now.
know, yeah, exactly. In an instant, you can just go, yeah, I don't know, invent a
I
guy.
got pictures of Waltz molesting this little kid.
And then that guy, I guess, disappeared from the internet after his AI
Pussy.
child molester
Pussy.
accusations didn't work out.
What a pussy.
I want more of that. Next election's going to be even better. We're going to have just nothing but AI.
Well, if you vote for Trump, we'll have a next election.
All right. Well,
Otherwise, no next election.
no next. Otherwise, the whole
It'll
country.
just be a guy with a small penis kicking indoors, shooting you in the head.
That's pretty much every government we've had. But sure, I accept it.
It's time for a change.
Time for a change. Time to make it great
Time
again.
to turn the page.
Time to turn the page.
Time to make the page
I'm
great
so
again.
glad that, you know what? I don't even care who wins at this point. I just want it over with.
Loser! That's loser talk!
Yeah, I know. I should go on Polymarket. Aren't the odds at like 75% for Trump?
I love people telling me that hardcore gamblers are really, they've got their finger on the
Finger on
pulse.
the pulse of
Really? The
fucking-
hardcore gamblers?
Why do they keep reporting on it where they go, the Polymarket odds are 70% for Trump? And you're like,
what are the heroin?
those are, yeah, okay, what are the odds
junkies
for betting on roulette? Can you tell me what it's 70% for black today?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
They really, why do you guys
I
think
guess
that
it's definitely gonna be black,
degenerate
man.
gamblers have any clue about anything other than getting a fix? You ever go to the horse race? Like, oh, yeah.
I would think even if it's an outside chance even if you think it's an outside chance for Kamala, if she's at 30%, you might as well take
Don't
that.
even say that name.
Take that outside run. Well, speaking of people who are dissatisfied with her, I did put up our new video.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Where we went to Comic-Con, the first ever Biggest Problem Trivia Challenge.
Was it good? Did it turn out well?
People seem to like it, yeah.
Okay.
I saw some people going, oh, Vito really went overboard with the graphics, really
Did you?
covered up the comedy with all sorts of bells and whistles.
I did see a couple of those.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I don't know, man. I could have just put it out shitty, and I'm like, I wanted to create like a little asset package, so if we make more stuff,
what?
I can reuse some of those graphics and shit.
Acid pack?
Asset package.
Oh, asset package.
Yeah, so now there's like a little,
Oh.
I can reuse those graphics if we ever do anything again.
It's cool. George Washington, they don't know.
You see, when you pitched this, so we went to Comic-Con to show people famous pictures of famous people mixed in with Marvel actors or whatever.
Yeah.
And you said, let's show them George
That was
Washington.
before the whole child molesting thing.
Well, that was
So
a whole
that just-
more complicated thing. And I said, there's no way they're not going to know George Washington. That's stupid.
I said, put it in.
And you said, put it in.
Just
And I
put
said,
it in.
all right, fine.
All right, I
we'll
guess.
try it. And you were right. At least 3 people missed on George Washington.
Almost half. Should have put Hitler in, honestly. They probably wouldn't know Hitler.
I can't imagine they wouldn't get
You don't know
Hitler.
kids like I do.
They're
stupid.
I was surprised. But then there was some where like I think JFK, they all got JFK, so we couldn't put him in the video. It's
Yeah.
like weird. I'm like, why do they all know fucking JFK?
I don't know. Why do they all know JFK?
I don't know. He's not like in any like movies or anything. Like, I mean, he's in some movies, but not that any of these people are watching. He's not in any anime shit.
Well, check that out. And if you liked it, go like a comment on it.
Well, positive comments encourage us to make. I think it might be one of those videos. It might do well for the channel. We'll see. It's trending.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
We don't have any goofballs showing up in here.
Goofballs.
Any of your pals?
I liked those guys. The audience was split on those guys.
I saw your one when he got sucked into the comments. I'm like, oh, you're in a bad way,
Well,
buddy. You're gone.
Yeah, that guy.
Nice
that guy's
knowing ya.
He's a sensitive boy. He's a sensitive, shy boy. He takes critique very seriously.
Yeah. And you're just letting him go read comments.
No, but then I think they said, I think it was mostly positive. I'm like, yeah, it worked out.
Okay, whatever. That's what you got to
Yeah,
say.
I think
to
it
that.
was mostly positive. I like those guys, especially Zach's a great guy. I got to get up to Berkeley and eat his pizza.
People who don't get out of the way. That's the number one.
That was actually Coffin's problem. Coffin wins. McCune takes it
Guys
home.
knocking on the bathroom door. Who's that?
That was
him
Star
also?
Sailor.
Comment guy. Reading
You
the chat
have
guy.
a person on the show called Trixie the Golden Wedge. I can have a friend named Star Sailor, okay?
I mean,
What do you want? Everybody in this fucking...
I just don't.
On the internet, we know a
Doesn't
guy
really look
named
like a
Destiny.
Star
We bring in a
Sailor,
guy
though.
named Destiny half the
Nah,
time. He
he's
does not
famous,
look like
though.
a Destiny.
Ooh, how do you think Destiny's going to take the Trump win? Probably not well.
No, he's going to be very... Actually, I don't know if you saw he was trying to put together a Flash documentary. He was like looking for editors, offering up big money. I'm like, man, I wish I had time. He was offering like $40,000 to edit him together. Dude, he was offering crazy money. He's like, I need this done.
Like Trump is Hitler kind of documentary?
I think it was
got to get the word
it was
out
a big,
there. Trump
like,
is Hitler.
You don't understand the insurrection starring Destiny. And I'm like, bro, you had 4 years to make that. Like, last minute, and you get in your head, like, oh, if I make it now, I can turn the like,
the insurrection! Oh!
He really thinks...
that gay shit!
He thinks that he could, turn the tide of the election if he does a really good job making like a documentary. And I'm like, bro, I think it's a little too late
Should
on
get
that
some
front.
Holocaust survivors out there. What do you think of the insurrection? Oh, it was like in Germany. Oh!
I don't think that's
Right?
what he was going for, but I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, what else then?
he wanted to do like a thing with a bunch of like infographics or whatever, you know, like and like 3D renders of the Capitol
Like Ross
buildings.
Perot.
You see little like little
wow.
3D guys going through.
I'd like to see how funny it was.
11:01,
Right here
yeah.
was the funniest. Right here when the guy was in the speaker hall, that was the funniest.
Well, I want little Playmobil fucking Ashley Babbitt like bumping along and then like falling backwards, you know?
Yeah, that was funny in a different way. Not really for me.
Well, I think a 3D recreation of it would be fun.
Like,
Yeah, it's just like little
Aren't you
Lego.
a cop
If it was
with
Lego, like Lego guys, that would have been the way to simulate that.
it's hard to tell. That was mine.
Yeah, it was an uncomfortable
Disaster.
problem.
Not for me, because I'm not a Tim Waltz over here.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
a
I'm not-
straight man who
Yeah.
walks in a straight way and doesn't take any of my students to gay bars. That's
that-
me. Never catch me taking any of my students to gay bars, possibly molesting them. I don't know.
Possibly molesting them. I'm so glad this election shit's almost over. It's just fucking.
No, it's
insane.
not over.
I know.
No, we're gonna keep the pressure on
That's
this
right.
time.
Once the steal happens, you're gonna have to try and stop the steal.
Even if the
again.
win happens, it's gonna be boot on your neck.
I don't know. Well, so, wait,
Liberals.
so if you guys win, what are you gonna do? What's
Prison or death camps?
not fair? You get what you want, can't you? Just
You're gonna
be nice?
wish we deported you.
Great.
Please deport me, and
now
I'll
we
say
have, now we have to
no.
steal it. Now we gotta steal it because you guys
Too
are saying
bad.
crazy shit.
It's too late. Destiny can't even get a documentary done in time.
God, those black. Did you see all what those black ladies
You
are
know
getting?
what? We've done so much bad stuff that you guys don't even know what to concentrate on. You're trying to steal. You're Hitler. You hate women and abortions too. Like, we're gonna do more bad stuff. We're gonna deport everyone. You guys forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's the worst one.
All I know is I was reading about all the cool stuff those two black ladies are getting from Rudy Giuliani because he has to give them his penthouse.
He
all
has
his
to
signed,
give them his
Yeah,
penthouse?
he has to give them his
Like,
New
here you
York
go?
penthouse. Here's the keys. The judge said, give them
Oh,
all your
no.
sports memorabilia.
Give them all your stuff.
All your signed like sports jerseys and like fucking like World Series rings that he's like bought over the years. And it's just gonna be these two old black ladies living in Rudy's
Moving on.
It literally is gonna be fucking good times.
So, like, the pilot of Seinfeld is happening to Giuliani?
Dude, it's the judge said, like, yeah, you got to give him your fucking signed sports jerseys and shit. You're
What did he do?
like,
Did he falsely accuse them of raping him or something? What did
yeah,
he
it's
do?
something like that. It's something to do with ballots.
You've been dodging Sven Stoffels.
I'm not
Butch
dodging.
Killigan.
I've been asleep.
Nah, you've been dodging because you talked all that shit about him.
What are you talking about?
You're always calling him like a Mayo monkey and a Dutch
What
fuck,
is-
a stupid
Dude,
Dutch fuck.
I have no idea what's going on. Why are people trying to create a beef between me and Sven?
You said he's like
Stoffels?
Martin Van Buren, but like Martin Van Butthole
I have
Liquor.
never
you
said
You said that.
I did
You
not
said
say that. This is
Martin
so-
Van Buren's Dutch,
This is
by the way.
so fucking weird.
You said he's the original Jew because he's Dutch.
I have never had anything but nice things to say about Sven Stoffels. I was DMing with
called
him.
him a white N-word.
I did not call.
You said, remember what Sargon said? Wank.
I don't know what's going. Look, I was supposed to go on Ralph's show, but that was like a week ago, and then Ralph called it off because he had to do some legal thing or something, and then I was supposed to come on the next week.
You said Butch Killigan more like Butch ripoff of Judge Dredd.
Everyone should
That's
go
what you
check
called
out
it.
Butch Killigan. I have never said anything bad about
coming
Butch
out.
Killigan. It is coming out.
Yeah. Unlike other comics.
Unlike other comics.
On the John says, wait. Grayfell says, my favorite part of this was when Vito starts shit talking the callers the second they're off the call and they can't call back. Can't fire back. You did a call-in show?
I did a call-in show, and
How'd that go?
it was good. I thought it was fun. I mean, call-in shows are always tough.
Well, yours.
What
Not
do you
all,
mean?
not
What call-in
all
shows
call-in
do you
shows
do?
are tough, I'm saying.
Well,
Other
like
people
a lot
do
of
them.
okay, when you have a call-in show with like a guy to screen the calls like a day ahead of time and make sure the people calling aren't nut jobs, sure. When you're just taking random calls on the internet, sometimes it's a bit,
Just saying.
Sometimes you got
Not
to try.
the format.
Look, I've tried having a call-in show in the past for myself, and I'm like, oh, this will be great. You can get comedy out of anybody, and then eventually you realize, oh no, that's not
what they
true.
thought about you. I'm gonna call in. You could get comedy out of him.
Anybody
I could
can
get
be
comedy out of
funny.
this guy. It's like two lesbians.
I thought it was fun. It went well. You know what? It's a little something for the fans. A little something for the fans because Daddy Dick is off carousing about.
I was sick. Hack the Movie says, I left my speakers on. Great job, Vito, about your college show.
Yeah, thanks, Tony, from Hack the Movies.
Oh, thank you.
How's it going, man?
I never want to see. None provided said I never want to see what the listeners look like again. You had listeners with their cameras on?
Yeah.
What does
I was
that look
actually
like?
when some people. I hate when people don't have their camera on. You got to show the world.
No.
I mean, then I realized that
You get too nervous.
Yeah, no, it's fair enough. You don't have to be.
Which
on
was the
camera.
ugliest one, in your opinion?
I'm not judging people's appearances who call in. We're just having fun.
T89 says this is worse than nothing. Talking about your show.
I don't think it's worse than nothing. I'm gonna say. I don't think it's worse than nothing.
Kamala would be worse than nothing.
Well, the fans can tell me if in the future you just want to have a week with nothing, for sure. But I think it would
No
be
one's
better.
voting for a woman, really? Are they? You're not voting for a woman.
No, of course not. I have to vote for Trump to sate the appetite of our audience.
If you don't vote for Trump, we're gonna fuck up every project you ever do.
All right. Well,
Big time.
I'll go in. Are you not allowed to take a picture in the voting booth though, right?
You should fill it out right here on camera.
Oh, like an absentee ballot.
Yeah, one of those mail-in ballots. You know,
Well, I mean,
that you've been hearing about.
Yeah,
so
I'm just
much.
saying I didn't get one, so
We'll get you one.
okay.
Don't your guys have like warehouses?
I thought they have to
full of
send
them?
you a special one with like your name on it or something.
Yeah, they do. Collins show
I'll
and
get one
ads
from the
over.
warehouse. I'll get one
Yeah.
from my buddy at the UPS.
Get one, whoever bought this ad, get them
I
to ship
forgot. I'll
you a
talk to my
box of
buddy at the
them.
Mule, and I'll just be like, "Can I just get one?" I'm going to change it to Trump, and he's like, "We're really not allowed to let you do that." But
It's pretend ink. It's pretend ink. If you fill it out with Trump, it evaporates.
you got
It comes
500
up like
Kamalas in there.
magic.
Can't I change one of them to Trump? I could get in
We had
trouble.
some misprints. China. We find joke. Willich said Porco needs to come back on and tell more Chinese stories. Is that someone that called in?
That was a guy who called in. He speaks Chinese. He was talking about the difficulty of everybody assumes you're just trying to go over to China to like steal their women or something.
China? They think that about China?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
Or in the case of some people, they're going over there to steal little boys. Like some certain vice presidential hopefuls.
No. I'm not engaging with that. Stop with this.
I saw that
I
AI.
don't want you guys
I
again
saw that AI.
the stakes are so high for young people in this election. Don't forget to check out risefree.org.
Don't be like me. I'm so stupid.
Very important to register to vote.
Official Jab says too much complaining in the comments. That was a solid 6. That's true, Official Jab.
It's something to listen to. I got to get it on the podcast feed. I got to send you an MP3, so we'll do that.
It's a bit late for that. It's been a week.
Yeah, I know. I fucked up.
Aaron
I
Harvard.
was all over the place this fucking week.
This is what a solo episode should be. Good job, Vito.
Something to listen to, man. I don't fucking know. There's a lot of crybaby fucking. I shouldn't even.
Here we go.
I know. Well, then I'm just gonna get more
Here
grief.
we go.
Well, I get people and they go,
Here we
here we go. Lazy
Here we
Vito
go.
phoning it in. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to turn on the camera and do a fucking synchronized dance routine that I practiced for 2 weeks? Like, okay, this is me and we're doing a show.
Yeah.
And,
I
you
think
call
it's just
in
your
and do a thing.
attitude. Like if you like built a whole
I
house.
had a really
your-
good attitude there.
Your attitude is just like laziness. Like you just kind of come off as lazy.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
But I'm not, though.
Well,
I'm not like, look, it's complicated.
see, there you go. That's that lazy
That
shit.
video is not lazy, though. That video I put up today is nice. I put a lot of work into that
Yeah,
thing.
it looks great.
Yeah, we went and we filmed it, and I even went back an extra day to film B-roll and whatever else.
I was so up. I was worried that I got everyone sick, but then it was just hay fever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I get it really bad now.
That's bizarre.
And I had a huge fight with my girlfriend because she kept nagging me to call the doctor, like teledoc.
Yeah.
And they just never give me anything. So she said, fine, I'll do it. And she goes and she's like, yeah, I'm real sick. I have allergies. And the guy's like, I hear this in the other room. He goes, well, that's no good. We got to get you some drugs. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. I always get
she's
some
a woman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I always get some bitch who's like, well, have you tried drinking water?
Okay, well, I hate to tell you this,
chewing on
Pablo
ice?
Escobar, but when you show up on fucking camera, you go, yeah, I've been under the weather, man. You look like the definition of
allergy
drug-seeking
medicine?
behavior.
What? Is that a controlled substance?
I don't know, man. They don't even want to give you Robitussin these days.
Yeah.
Be,
So she comes and is like, here's your fucking allergy medicine, pussy.
Well, there you go.
Chris Jones says it's nice to see Chris Angel still getting work. I think they're talking about Strawberry
Star
Stardust.
Strawberry Stardust. I'm okay with that. I like that guy.
And then there's a lot of people complaining about the 24/7 live stream.
No, that's I might start another channel for that. Who knows?
Okay.
I don't know if it's worth it.
Look, and we're back up to 1,000 viewers. Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God I killed that channel, that stream.
You did.
I
did
saved
good.
the day. You're welcome.
I mean, I think there's a lot of different things at play. But you know what? We'll rebuild.
I'll
whatever.
take the thank you.
Yeah, we'll be
I'll
good
take
work.
the credit. Thanks.
Congratulations.
You're welcome.
Dick, does that mean we have a time for a very exciting segment?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is a segment I like to call Vote It Up. Why do I know I'm going to hate this? Come on. If we get flagged for this, I'm going to be mad, too.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Just play.
I was going to go, whilst molest children at the end.
I'm assuming he said vote it up at some point.
Oh,
Guys,
fuck, we are going to get flagged.
If the song
Matt,
includes
see, you
20
fucking
seconds of no...
At least fucking
it's
idiot,
just the
you
song.
stupid fuck. God damn it.
Now the stream's going to get claimed.
So
Don't send in stingers where it's just the song with no funny lyrics over it at all. It's not going to work.
Don't send in the song. Do a MIDI.
Yeah, find a cover version in the future. Guys, this is Vote It Up. What an intro.
I didn't even get to do my punchline.
Well, I'm sorry. Well, maybe next time. Where we look at past problems, we put them in a new light. Dick, and this might also be the part of a... Well, I'll save that one. No, I'll do it right now. This might also be a new segment I was talking about. This is a new segment
Audible.
that I might need to create a little sting for.
Okay.
This is a segment I call Vito is Always Right. This is, of course, how I'm constantly bringing in great problems that are not recognized in their prime. Maybe at the time they get voted down
They're too young.
or ridiculed.
That's what you're bringing in.
Yeah, exactly.
Not yet
Not ready to
mature.
go.
Yeah.
I'm always aiming too young. This is a recent problem, Dick, from episode 157. This was the problem of influencer slop. Now, I brought up, obviously, these influencer guys who are selling this trash-branded garbage, and I took a lot of flack, okay, because Mr. Beast is selling his Lunchleys, and he was bragging about how they have real cheese.
Yeah.
And I tried to make the argument. I said, well, you know, the thing is processed cheese actually has a purpose. It's shelf-stable.
You didn't
It
sound
doesn't-
like you're making it sound, though. You were like, like you weren't like being like fucking Uncle Phil, like, well, you know, actually,
I might have been
processed
passionate.
cheese is.
All I know is I got a lot of people going, oh, well, processed cheese. There's no possible reason anyone would want processed cheese in a product like that. Thank God Mr. Beast is protecting our children's health with this real cheese.
Somebody's got you with this fucking child molesting vice president running around.
Well, somebody's got to care. Thank God we have Mr. Beast. Well, Dick, if you want to go to my Twitter real quick, I'll read this story. Stop. Just 1 month after release, Lunchly has been fielding accusations that its meal kits contain mold well before the expiration date.
Okay, let me see. Oops, I forgot.
Rosanna Passano, a YouTuber with 14.5 million subscribers, tried to post a video of her taste testing the new Lunchly product, only to find that the pizza meal kit had mold growing on the cheese. Here was her video, I think.
Okay.
Let's take a look at this.
What do you want me to do? Play it?
Yeah.
Package, which was supposed to be good until December 8th, 2024.
Okay.
And we just got this one. This was fresh from the store this morning.
She just got it.
And there is a ton
Look at that. Look at that.
of mold in there.
You want
I
your kid
honestly
eating that?
wasn't
Yeah, that's
expecting
fine.
that. I
That's
was
not
thinking
fun.
that, maybe they would taste pretty
fine.
similar.
That's fine.
Just, not have that best or better for you ingredients.
That's
and I was
terrible.
going to go over nutritional facts and
And
things.
Dick, pause
but
this.
Dude, I
This
just
is-
can't listen. I can't pull any information out of what they say.
Yeah, these women, the way they talk is just awful. If you scroll down one more, you can see this is not an isolated incident. Another guy, Dog Pack 404, Again, purchased.
Come on, you would eat around that shit,
I would not
man.
eat around that. That's
Fuck
disgusting.
off. You never eat around cheese that's moldy.
The whole reason that you put processed cheese in the Lunchable is to avoid poisoning children with your ill-prepared...
Poison.
It is. It is exactly the poisoning children problem. It actually has become real.
Look at this. Do you think it was a glue issue? Look at that.
I do think that's what it is.
So it's
I think
Chinese
it wasn't
manufacturing
sealed. It was not
shit.
sealed tight, and air was able to get in and contaminate the mold. Something you would
Fucked
never,
up, boys.
something you would never get with a superior Lunchable product
Fucked
prepared
it up, boys.
by. Here's the interesting.
blew it, Mr. Beast.
Here's the interesting thing, though. Here's a new piece of information that not everybody knows about. So now, do you remember the Lunchly announcement? They had 3 different meal kits. There's the pizza, there's the nachos, and there's the turkey stack'ems. Those are turkey snack crackers.
Sandwich.
The turkey snack crackers cannot be found.
What do you mean?
It means that they were
out of the package. They're missing.
It means that no store currently has the turkey snack crackers. And there has been someone looked into like the inventory of their store, and it says recalled. So those didn't even make it onto the shelves. So what the fuck was wrong with the turkey snack crackers?
Bro.
If that's what the mold on the pizza,
Bro.
how many turkey snack crackers got recalled because of fucking E. coli or some shit?
You're done, Mr. Beast.
It was
done in the food game.
I don't know why they didn't do like a soft launch to like figure all this shit out before just announcing it, because like this looks bad. It looks bad.
Stupid.
They were bragging. They're like, "Oh man, we got real cheese." It's like, yeah, well, that's what happens when you don't seal the fucking container properly. You retards.
I hope that somebody like whistleblows this. Maybe it was probably an inside job, because there's so many Mr. Beast haters. Probably somebody's Chinese kid is like, I show you, and put like
some Chris Tyson fan who's
acetone or
upset that
something
she was
off.
forced to leave the organization is in there.
Oh yeah, you think
Going,
it's some
Mr.
transphobia?
Beast. Yeah, exactly. Or pro-trans, who knows?
Yeah.
There's a lot of different angles.
In America, women have bigger dick than us.
All I know is I was going to try and locate some Lunchly, so maybe we could do a taste test at some point. But
get that mold. I don't care about
I'm
mold.
being
I'll
told
eat that
I can't
shit.
even get them. You can't even get the turkey ones, and the pizza ones are all moldy. I don't want to taste test any of that shit.
We constantly have fights about expired food.
That's a good. You ever get?
Thank God they changed it to Best Buy, right?
Oh God!
'Cause if it said
yeah.
expired, I'd be fucked. But it says Best Buy. I go, thank you, Jesus.
Wait! Didn't they just pass a law getting rid of that?
Getting rid of the date?
Yeah.
So now you're just flying blind?
There's like some new law that just looked at. Can you look this up real quick?
No.
Okay, there's some new law that I think Gavin Newsom passed where it's like, because we couldn't teach people, hey, Best Buy doesn't mean expired, and people were throwing out food constantly.
They're
food
like waste. Yeah, we need that.
They're like, okay, we have to get rid of the Best Buy label because people are idiots and they just throw the food out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Tim Walsh was pushing for like a age for kids. Like, you don't have to check that. And you could take them to gay bars.
I haven't
and
heard
stuff.
about that. Is that part of the platform?
You gotta vote.
You gotta
have to vote
guys,
for Trump.
This
You
election
have to
is
vote
so
for
important
Trump.
for young people.
Bring all your bros out. Bring all your
ever.
bros. You can pick up on dumb progressive chicks.
Sure.
Although most of them like guys with small dicks.
Well, I was going to say part of the brief is to share what issues are motivating you to vote in this upcoming election. It sounds like your core issue is a vice presidential candidate molesting.
Child molesting is a big hot button for me. Frankly, I'll back Hitler over a child molester.
Well,
if I'm going to be honest, if I have to pick, I'm picking Hitler.
Well, that's a good enough reason to make a pledge to vote at ricefree.org.
Hitler didn't molest any kids.
Link
I know
in the
of.
description of the video.
And I would know. I would have been
I'm
told.
so glad I convinced these people to pay us before we did the ad read. Anyway.
I did tell you to make sure we get that money.
Yeah, I was sending him. I was like, "Can you transfer the money before the show?" And she's like, "Can we transfer it after?" I'm like, "You're gonna want to transfer it before
That's how they run the
show."
country too. Stupid.
Guys, it's so important for young people to vote.
I'm going to do an ad for Trump, and I'm going to make the Democrats pay for it. Okay.
Risefree.org. That is, again, the problem.
Go register at that
of,
site, though.
Influencer slop with 117 upvotes. Very low on the list at number 516. I think now with this new Lunchly information, we should vote it up. Dick, I have one more news story for you.
Okay.
This is from episode. This is actually from bonus episode 21. This was the biggest problem in 2023, and I think this is a problem you brought in: the disappointment of AI. That AI is not living up to its potential.
Although somebody told me that they're reigniting nuclear power plants to power AI. I don't know if that guy was just bullshitting me or what.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so that's cool. But all the rest of it sucks.
God, I was listening to something recently where they're like, if we just left all the nuclear reactors running for the last 20, 30 years, we'd have no energy crisis of any sort. It is a tragedy. And another tragedy, but perhaps a, vote for the efficiency of AI. The mother of a 14-year-old Florida boy is suing Google and a separate tech company who she believes caused her son to commit suicide after developing a romantic relationship with an AI chatbot named after the Game of Thrones character, the Khaleesi. So this 14-year-old boy was...
Some Waltz couldn't get his hands on him.
The Khaleesi saved him from Waltz, I guess.
He's like, missed him. Right?
No, not right. I'm not going to agree. Sure.
You saw that AI.
I can't believe that just become for a weak idea from everyone. Yeah, you molested this black guy who talks like a robot. Can you believe it?
Yeah,
it's
more
incredible.
believable than those women
who doesn't blink,
saying, "Oh, I was molested too." Like, yeah. Tell it to a judge.
Megan Garcia filed the civil lawsuit in a Florida federal court after her son, Sewer Setzwell.
His name is Sewer Setzwell?
Wait,
what?
No, it's Sewell Setzer. It's a black kid. Sewell.
His name is...
Well, it's S-E-W...
What did she think it was? Where's Josh Denny when we need him?
S-E-W-E-L-L. Sewell Setzer. The third.
Sewell Setzer the third.
He's the third, so this has made it...
Maybe that's LLL.
Three generations. Shot himself in his head with his stepfather's pistol.
Wow.
The teenager's suicide occurred moments after logging on to character.ai on his phone.
Whoa.
Now, I had brought up these...
character.ai, I know that one.
Yeah, that's the one...
Somebody made a me there.
That's the one where you can't have sex with them, so you got to find a better one. I don't know why that kid was on... Well, he's 14. I guess that's the reason he was stuck on...
He's probably talking about feelings and stuff.
He was. Well, actually, we have his chat logs if you want to go to my Twitter real quick. I have one of them here. This was right before he killed himself. Sewer told the bot he was coming home, and it encouraged him to do so. He said, I promise...
What the fuck are you tweeting about
I
here?
promise I will... I don't fucking know. No, go up.
All right.
I promise I will come home to you. I love you so much, Danny, he told the chat bot. I love you too, the bot replied. Please come home to me as soon as possible, my love. What if I told you I could come home right now? He asked.
Kill myself?
Please do, my sweet king. And after that, he shot himself in the head. This, I was trying to figure out if this was real. This was the AI chatbot of Deniers Targaryen saying, can you promise me one more thing? He says, I'll do anything for you, Danny. Tell me what it is. She says, just stay loyal to me. Stay faithful to me. Don't entertain the romantic or sexual interests of other women. Man. So the chatbot was being possessive and locking this 14-year-old.
Boys. You can't let no kind of woman or computer woman talk to you like this.
But is it better to simp for a computer woman who you don't got to send like $20 to, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is better.
But it's still not good. It's still... It's like being
it's
gay
one of
and
these
being
bitches
Christian.
Who goes, hey, can you do something for me? Can you buy me something off my Amazon wish list? Like, that's worse. This is a robot saying, can you be faithful to me? And you go, yeah, sure, bitch. And then you immediately switch windows and you talk to fucking Samus Aran.
They gotta have like a thing on there like, hey, bust a nut before you do anything crazy. Like a warning, like objects in the mirror are closer than they appear.
Warning. You should jack off now.
Yeah.
Okay? The second it starts telling you to kill yourself, it's like, well, try jerking off and see how you feel about it. Anyway, Dick, you were disappointed in AI. How do you feel about AI now that it's getting our 14-year-olds?
Chat AI did this because you can't fuck them and bust a nut, so you got to fucking edge all trying to fucking talk them into busting a nut. They did this to this kid.
I think that's another problem.
The blood is on their hands. The blood is on that guy. What's that weird fuck?
Sewell Sewer? Oh, wait.
His blood is on... Who's the guy that's OpenAI?
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about, but I forgot his name.
Tommy Pencil Penis? What's his name?
Squindon Squeezeguard.
Squindon Squeezeguard?
I don't fucking know. I know who you're talking about. The guy who got fired and then hired again.
Yeah.
The OpenAI
Sam
guy.
Norton or something?
Yeah.
Norton antivirus?
He's not Beanbag Guy, not Bankman-Fried, but he's in the same vein.
That guy has blood on his hands.
That guy's got blood on his beanbag, I tell you what.
Idiot. All right. You see Tim Pool crying about
Oh, my
skating?
God, dude.
The Russian money dried up, and now all of a sudden he wants to start a family.
You know, a good friend of the show, Andy Signoria, was at Tim Pool's house as that was happening.
Really?
Yeah, they flew him in to be on that.
Should have busted in
that
there.
pop culture podcast that Tim Stoner, like former roommate, does.
Yeah.
And Andy was like, yeah, everybody was just like really depressed because their boss just goes on their, million view podcast and goes, yeah, someone couldn't install my graphics card right, so I'm just shutting the whole fucking thing down.
What are we doing?
Everybody's getting fired.
What are we doing
here?
What are we doing?
I should have told Andy, like, everyone who goes on any of these associated shows, just go, so what do you think about that beanie? Just always, every single time, if you go on the Pop Culture Crisis or any associated show, any show, just go, what do you think about Tim Pool's fucking beanie?
Yeah.
Because he's got to stop.
All right.
Watching that guy cry. That was voted up. Don't play Tequila again because that would be bad.
Well, how do I get closure on it, though?
Well, give me something else then.
Walls of pedophile.
All right. I hope you got it out. Glad you got it out of your system, you fucking idiot.
I mean, that computer told me.
You're right. I am disappointed in AI because this is just moronic. I agree. Actually, vote up that problem. You were correct about that.
Okay, my problem is man blackface, man face. I don't know.
Man-face,
It's blackface, but it's bad. A bad kind of blackface.
Well,
blackface usually like. Blackface usually done for like a funny reason or like we don't. Trying to keep it a secret, like
right?
Yeah. This wasn't supposed to be like a
goof
goof thing. It's just
know,
messing around. It's just like
it's a male bonding exercise.
just because we're threatened by
buddies.
your. I mean, those people are threatened by your penis size and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like kind of a way to take out some,
take
hostility.
the piss out of the
But then there's an evil sort of blackface that's
There's a bad form.
There's
of
a
it.
bad kind of blackface that's doing it against men.
Man face.
And this isn't transphobia because I'm extremely pro men turning into women. This is women making fun of men, which is the opposite in every way, and they're
I'm just
not
gonna
related.
let you say whatever you want to say about any of this. I have nothing. And this isn't transphobia because
I fully support
100%.
men changing into women. 100%.
Men changing into women, we like.
I do. Yeah.
Women turning women.
I don't know
doing
what this
whatever
is.
this is.
This is it's like it's just look. So this
what
this
is
fella,
this show? What
it's
is
called
this?
Jubilees?
Jubilees.
Where it's like a race and also a debate.
Yeah.
Where they get one weirdo in the middle and then everyone races. They pitted this trans man up against all these minorities to race at Ben Shapiro.
Yeah,
like
who can
they're
get
Hamas?
who can get to the Jew first?
Let's bomb
They should have put him
him
over a wall and everybody had a fucking paraglider.
I got
whoever
some
gets
truth
there
bombs
first.
here. And people watch this shit. Small dick havers that aren't voting for Trump.
I don't watch this crap. I can't.
You're not a small dick haver. Maybe you're not voting for Trump, but these are small dick havers or no dick havers. This is one such.
Who knows? It could be the size of her packy, right? You can have any size you want.
It's just like this is what a man should be, and it's like flipping the chair. Here, I'll play a little.
So
bit
this is. Let me be clear. This is a female to male transsexual.
Yeah.
Who is going to show us how a man acts, what a man is.
Yeah.
According to their interpretation.
And they're not
of
even
this.
showing how she parked to get there.
That should be part of
You
it.
know?
It should show what a good parking job they did
Let's
or
see the
did not
parking lot.
do.
Oh, I see what's happening here.
All right.
There's Ben Shapiro's
So Ben
car.
Shapiro is being the first person to run up to talk to Ben Shapiro is this transsexual man.
Yeah.
So, first question, can men get pregnant?
Men cannot get pregnant.
Okay, awesome. So,
Definitionally.
definitionally, okay. Do men experience SA? Sexual assault?
Yeah. Did you hear that? You hear any of your bros ever?
Do men experience SA?
Bro, you got any SA around you? What you talking about?
You bring up
Are you
okay.
local?
You bring up a good point.
What's up, bro? What's up, dog?
There's a There's a. I don't
How
know
much
what the
SA
word
are we
is.
talking here?
Yeah. so men do say that, but not
We
men.
have to.
No. I'm saying the men
You
who
did it.
The men who would say, hey, we really need to talk about SA would be
Yeah.
like effete, slender, like fucking horn-rimmed glasses types.
Oh, yeah,
But
like HR.
this person is going for the dude bro version of a man.
Yeah!
Yeah, so they've gotten their wires completely crossed.
This is like, she looks like Fetterman, but with like
Right.
a wispy little like peach fuzz kind of beard.
Right.
I guess. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I've never seen a man with a beard like
And I'm like,
that.
oh no, you didn't figure out the whole equation. Like, you can't say stuff like that.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, bro. Hey,
We
we're talking
talking
about
about
some
SA?
fucking SA, dude. Hey, if a man's going through like a hormonal change in his like fucking body, dude, like, I mean, what's that about? I'm all estrogened up over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't what we are.
No,
this isn't what it's like to be a man.
This is somebody who got like half the memo.
This isn't transphobic either. Because I've seen
saying that.
I've seen guys guys oftentimes
Yeah.
are hotter than trans women hotter than probably thinner at least than 99% of women.
And they're doing very good, a lot
You
of
know?
them. Yeah.
They know how to work out. They're like not eating constantly.
Some of them are putting in the work.
But this, all right, I'll play more of it.
Yeah, let me hear this. I didn't actually watch
Sure.
this, so.
Got it. What about the existence of trans men?
What about the existence? Do you mean women who believe that they are men? What are we talking about here? Women experiencing gender dysphoria?
So my other question is, do you benefit from white supremacy in any way, shape, or
Didn't
form?
even answer the question. What kind of man
See,
face
this is why I hate this shit, is because everybody's going, oh, Ben Shapiro got wrecked. And I'm like, no, they're just like throwing fucking random shit at him. And he's going, okay, I got to dig through what. I don't like Ben Shapiro, but when you just
Nobody
go to a
does.
guy and you go, oh, do you believe that, like,
We
you
wish you
benefit
would
from
stop setting him up.
white supremacy in a fucking binary whatever system? And he goes, okay, just hold on 1 second. And they're like, oh, we got him. I'm like, no, he needs a second to process what the fuck you're asking.
When was the last time you washed that hoodie
Yeah. Well,
as a man?
and at what point did you sit
What do you
down?
mean, bro?
What do you
This
mean?
morning.
Well, then you're
okay.
not a man,
Well,
unfortunately.
All
Yeah.
right.
How many hot dogs did you spill on that? Well, none. Then that's not a hoodie.
What's your favorite part of the hoodie, and is it soft inside? How'd you know, bro?
I like
the way it clings.
The fabric is like so clingy. Okay, you're fucking all this up. It's completely incorrect.
I like that it has holes for my thumbs.
See, okay,
Bro.
hold on. You know how like for like if you're learning a foreign language, you do like immersion learning or whatever. You know, if you want
Yeah.
to learn Japanese, you got to hang out with a bunch of Japanese people.
Or if you want to go to like, China
Yeah.
a bunch of times.
Sure. Okay. Tim Walls will set up a package for you. Okay. But
They got
how
Caillou
come they
in
don't?
China, right?
Can we offer to like trans men like just like immersion male like learning? Or you just come along, go to the strip club.
If I kicked that chair and
Yeah.
kicked a leg off of it and it fell over,
Would you cry?
would you cry?
If so, you fucked up. You gotta go, dude, bro, not cool, bro.
Is that beard
made
gonna
me
get a
spear-
little wet
You made me
from all the
spill
tears?
my cores, dude. We gotta coach people. We gotta coach trans men on this. That would be a valuable
the
service.
chair is still flipped around.
I'm going to need more
Well,
specifics.
that was the
on
other
what
thing.
you
Hold
mean by
on.
what-
For those of you listening, this trans individual runned up and in the ultimate I know what a man is but not really move said, time to spin the chair around. So I'm leaning on the back of it like, hey, dude, we're going to rap, bro.
Like Paul Ryan
Yeah.
when he was doing those
Doing some
curls.
curls. Yeah.
it was gay, but it's like, well, that's a man, what a man would do.
It's interesting. It's interesting to like.
It's interesting blackface, isn't it? That
Well,
they're
yeah,
doing, and
it's
it's not
interesting-
appropriate for
Yeah.
when women are doing it.
It's like, again, when a white guy goes to Japan and he goes, oh, yes, I have studied the way of the Bushido, whatever. And they're like,
Oh, yeah.
bitch, like, come on. I've practiced tying my kimono. No. We don't do any of this shit. Yeah, come on.
Well, here, let me give it to you then.
Sure, please.
So
Flip
I'm
it
a
around.
trans-
Flipping the chair out.
Okay.
I'm a
I've
trans
experienced
man.
SA.
Okay.
And abortion rights.
I've experienced SA.
Can you imagine him? What happened to you in prison? I was essayed. Wrong. Oh, man.
You failed that test.
So basically, I was essayed.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Neat.
Cool about it.
I wonder how long they practice
direct.
this like smug grin too.
So, if we're talking about the American dream that you live,
So-
why don't I have access to that? Because
you're
there's
not
no
Jewish.
You're not Jewish.
legislation.
I was like, that answer is 100%. It's got nothing to do with white supremacy. I'm sorry to tell you. Yeah, no, that's a whole different life.
For you to even bring it up.
Yeah, sorry, man.
People are going to get the wrong idea.
You got to be a part of the tribe, my friend.
What in the history of America that legislates a man's body? So why does mine have to be legislated? I've got a vagina.
Okay.
I'm not interested in what your genitalia are.
Clearly, you
Classic mastery of man's logical prowess. In the history of America, men's bodies have never been legislated. So why is my body as a man legislated?
Yeah.
I have a vagina.
You know what's weird though? I feel like that was the closest she came to being a man because I was like, that is kind of the dumb shit a dumb guy would just say for no. I got a vagina, man. What are you gonna do about
And I
that?
know how to use it. She forgot that
Yeah,
part.
that would have been good.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to be a man, that's the time when you grab it and you kind of thrust you.
Today's episode is partially brought to you by
fascinating.
Trump voting for Trump.
Vote for Trump. No, you can't vote. You can register to vote at prizefree.org.
You got to vote today.
Guys,
You gotta
voting
get-
is so important to young people.
Together we
stakes are
can
so high.
beat women at this election.
You not
have
say
to vote.
together we can beat women. I don't think that's a good tagline.
you are.
for
I mean, it's
anything.
all over everything you make,
no,
buddy. I'm sorry. I hate to say it to you, but
I think you
it's-
can read
it's
on my
kind of an
face that I
obsession
radically
you
am
guys
not.
have.
I think you can read on my face that I radically am not. When we're talking about abortion,
Bro, this is how I talk about my vag. Sitting back, letting the old beef curtains flap in the wind and the breeze, buddy. That's how I do it. Throw me a
it is
brewski, I'll
offensive. I don't know.
pop it with my snatcherino.
It's interesting.
It's highly offensive to me as a man,
Yeah.
as a male. Highly offensive.
Again, it's like when you're an Italian and I've been watching The Sopranos a lot, and everybody, goes like, "Oh, you guys are all in the mob, right?" You know,
Yeah.
it's like that kind of feeling. With,
It is.
Oh, you guys, you lay back like this, and you go, "Yeah, I got a vagina."
Yeah, please.
what are you gonna do
Either
about
one, I
that?
don't care.
Was practiced slack jaw. The chair spin was a beta move, though.
How
I
did-
think once you sit on the chair facing one way, you can't.
gotta stick.
You got to stick.
Or you got to make a breakthrough. First, you got to earn it.
You got to earn the chair spin. The chair spin came a little too quick.
No sense of being mocked for that,
Yeah.
All right, that's my problem. Man face.
Man face. I was going to mention, remember there was that shooting and there was that one
That other guy?
that one trans guy who was like there's a lot of weird focus on aspects of the male experience that you're like, well, we're not defined by that,
Oh, yeah, her obsession
Her
with having
obsession
a
with
huge
having a
penis.
huge dick. And,
Yeah, we all have that obsession.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
but
it be great
like-
if we had a giant penis? Yeah.
Well,
Sucks.
that's the other thing that she was like, I'll never be a real man because I'm constantly thinking about I wish my penis was bigger. And I go, no, that's it. You're there already.
You're there.
You're
You
good.
got it. You got
You
it.
nailed it. That's the quintessential male experience.
How do I make this go away?
No, you need to hold on to that.
You did it. You did it.
You need to get in bed with a woman and constantly go, that was pretty good, right?
No. Yeah. It's the threat.
The threat, the implication, right?
This whole gravy train goes away if I think you're lying.
Fascinating. Well, I guess this is, let's just do two trans problems. Why not?
Do the ad first.
Okay, yes. Guys,
No, we
there's-
can't do two trans. Well, I guess so. You're probably right.
Whatever.
Your instincts
It's
are
not.
right.
It's not just trans stuff. There's other stuff. Guys, I will say one more time. This episode is sponsored by Rise. Rise is mobilizing Gen Z voters, the next generation of civic leaders who will reshape the future of our country. Guys, this upcoming election, the stakes are so high, especially for young people. Rise serves millions of students who are most impacted by lack of equitable access to higher education, including low-income, BIPOC, LGBT. They did not listen to this show even once. Parenting and first-generation students. Don't forget to go to risefree.org and make a pledge to vote.
You got to pledge to vote.
Why did
Follow
they-
your heart. You have to vote for what your heart tells you to vote for.
I do have to mention that one of the 3 bullet points was to explain to all of you why VP Harris and Governor Walz are the ticket who will listen to young people and help us shape the future we deserve.
Go ahead. Let's hear it.
But-
Let's hear the fucking reason then. Let's
Well,
hear your reason.
The email said, "Oh, you guys don't have to do that part."
Why
so.
not?
I think it's they know.
I don't want to vote for Hitler. I don't want to put Hitler in charge.
They sent me the brief and they said, maybe skip the one about VP
I don't want to vote
Harris
for a
and Governor
rapist.
Walz.
Oh, he's going to take over the government.
Okay, well, look, regardless of which way you want to vote, guys, you should make a pledge to vote.
You got to register and you
gotta
have
go
to
to
vote.
risefree.org. You
Young
gotta be a
people
part
aren't
of it.
voting, especially young men aren't voting. So you got to register and you have to vote.
And if you're BIPOC or LGBTQIA or a first-generation student, it's more important than ever to be heard on these issues. Once again, risefree.org.
C isn't even. We need to be added to that. It should be CLGBT.
What is C for?
Cis, bro.
You want the sisses to be
I'm fucking up that
represented.
whole LBGT thing with just adding a C in the front. Like, oh yeah, you guys think that's funny? I'm gonna start saying
You
it's
can't
CLGBT.
put it in. You can't put it in the front.
I can do whatever I want.
Although, how did
CLGBT?
how
See
did-
them what? See them fucking get wrecked by me. Boom.
How did L get to the front? Is a good question though. We put women. Well, I guess at that point, women were like the most important thing. But then once we started adding letters, we're like, well,
As soon as we had AI,
we already
then
put the
we're
white
like,
women in the
done with
front.
you whores.
Dick, I have a problem.
That was a good ad read.
It was a good ad read.
Make sure you register.
You can't
and then
stop
register to
saying
vote.
no. You make a pledge to vote. Then
You. It's a promise.
it's a promise to pledge.
You gotta vote.
to register. You gotta vote at risefree.org.
I can't be hearing that cackling for 4 years.
All I know is, Dick, can you really quick bring up this Star Wars Secret of the Clone Troopers? Can you search for that real quick?
Search for it.
Just search for Clone Trooper transgender. Guys, a new character in the Star Wars universe is causing quite a stir with fans of the franchise. Yeah, that one there.
Oh, yeah, it is more trans shit, I guess.
This
All
is,
right.
well, it's not limited to this, but this is what inspired it. That in the Star Wars universe, there is now, as you guys know, of course, there were the clone troopers who during the Clone Wars were cloned by the great bounty hunter Jango Fett to serve as foot soldiers for the Republic against the separatists who are secretly being led by Darth Sidious of the Emperor Palpatine, of course. And the clone troopers, again, were all Jango Fett clones. They're all clones of this one guy.
Don't you think it would have been better to, like, clone, like, people in secret and then raise them to be, like, a bad version of that guy? That's what I always thought in my head that was.
Well, I was going to say the whole thing where they're, like, really cool, awesome dudes always struck me as dumb. I'm like, if you make a secret clone army, they should be evil and fucked up in, like, because that's...
Well, then they don't listen.
That's an unethical thing to do, and the unethical nature of cloning, like, millions of people should probably result in a inferior product. According to the rules of the Star Trek, their Star Wars.
No, that's kind of
Star Wars is supposed to have like black and white morals, and one of the morals I think would be, hey, if you just
That's why it didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
There's no black and white morality to cloning an army. Still a human.
Well, it ended up being like just not anything. There was no moral question at all. It's just kind of like a thing that happened, and you're like, that's not interesting at all. There should be
Mine
like
would
some
have been more
commentary
interesting.
here. What would yours have been?
Like cloning Yoda, and then like he's a secret decoy Yoda.
Okay.
Right? And
yeah.
then because you're like, Yoda told me that. And it's like, that was the fucking imposter, Yoda.
The Clone Wars could have been
Yoda
a
or
lot more
something.
interesting than just a bunch
No,
of
that would've
Boba
been
Fett's
cool.
dads. Anyway, one of Boba Fett's dads is trans now, according to a book. The character...
What's the book name?
The book is called Star Wars Secrets of the Clone Troopers. You know how they always put out these Star Wars books where it's like, everything about the Millennium Falcon, and this one's everything about the Clone Troopers. According to the X account, Star Wars Holocron, this character's name is Sister, which seems reductive. She's when one of our kind.
Wait, it's a guy?
Yeah,
named herself Sister?
Who named herself? Well, they named her. Here's what happened.
It's a little on the nose.
It's a little too on the nose. Captain Rex, who is like the leader of the clone troopers.
Captain Cock Rex.
Yeah, it says, when one of our kind...
Captain Rex or asshole. That's
sure,
his name.
okay. You're going, sure.
Captain or asshole? Yes. You can call me Rex.
As Captain...
right?
You
gotta vote for Trump.
We're never getting through this segment. When one of our kind expressed her gender identity differently than her fellow troopers, she thought she would have to hide who she truly was inside. Fortunately, her brothers in the 7th Sky Corps gave her the name Sister as a constant reminder that she belonged.
It's a clone?
That's one of the clone troopers.
Like
it's one
a
of
dud? What the hell happened?
Well, there's a lot of different ones.
Oh,
They all have
shit, we
different.
took this one out too soon. Like multiplicity. What
as-
happened?
Well, I think as the Star Wars universe would explain it, they would explain it as gender identity is a very complex and nuanced thing that can happen to anyone, even a clone trooper who for some reason has, trans flag armor. I don't know how that got transplanted.
So it isn't genetic. This is actually very transphobic what they're doing. So it's a product of. So a teacher got to her. When
Yeah,
she
one of
was
the
young,
teachers
or
in
she got
clone
raped
school.
or something, or
Maybe.
essayed. She
Yeah.
got essayed.
One
right
of
up.
those big aliens who made all the fucking clones was
got
with the
fisted.
big heads.
Yeah.
It's possible it's a genetic abnormality. They have unique personalities of some sort, I believe.
Not clones.
I
The
don't
whole fucking
fucking
point.
know.
What are you talking about?
Look, the problem that I have, Dick, is not that there is a transgender clone trooper.
Me either. I don't have that problem either.
Well, I genuinely look the idea that one of you have all these clone troopers, one of them decides they want to be a lady. I'm like, that could be interesting. I think putting them in trans flag armor is a little like fucking on the nose. Okay,
You don't think that's cool to look like a jazz cup, a paper cup?
to look like Jazz Jennings grew up and put on some fucking
No,
armor.
the paper cup from the 80s. With the
A
jazz.
jazz cup. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, when I hear jazz cup, I think of, anyway. So,
Like a diva cup, but it catches your balls as they're decroding out
that's
of
what
you.
happened to
Is that what it
That's
is?
what happened to that one girl.
Jazz Jennings?
Yeah, I don't know if you ever heard the details of that.
Nah, I don't. I try not to read that stuff.
Mr. Girl did a whole video on it, and the details are bad. Anyway, as I was going to say, here's the problem I have, is I'm all for fictional universes having complex narratives featuring maybe even some things that resemble real-life politics. I don't think necessarily it makes the most sense in a weird sci-fi epic, but yeah, I think when you got a million clone troopers and one of them's trans, okay, that's interesting. You could explore that. Here's the problem I have, is a lack of fictional bigotry. Okay.
You want representation.
I want
Your problem is lack of representation
I'm not
for you.
going to put it that way specifically, but
Yes, that's the problem, though. That's what your problem is. This,
the
ironically,
problem is if we're trying to write
Yeah.
complex and nuanced fiction that mirrors the real world, if all the
Yeah.
clone troopers are hanging out and one of them went, "Hey, I painted my armor pink because I'm a girl now,"
how much it goes space.
some would happen. Okay, I don't know exactly what, but there would be some strife. There
You need
would be
Darth Vader going
some
like,
God damn it. We're going to have to make a separate bathroom for me to change in, guys. It's just not fair anymore. Yeah, I know,
Oh, dear.
sister. For the love of God.
And then R2D2's like, all that gaily.
You can dress with C-3PO in the gay droid locker room. Anytime.
Like, oh, he's saying gay shit.
Look, I think fictional universes, it's fine when they take a look at real life politics, but they always take a look at them through the eyes of, and Captain Rex, he loves this fucking bitch. And they even had a quote from like Anakin Skywalker where Anakin said, well, there's
I didn't even know.
There's a quote of Anakin.
I didn't even know it was a guy. I have the Force.
I didn't even know.
So, what's your problem?
He said something along the lines of, the Jedi have been challenging the nature of things for so long. Why would we not, be behind challenging the nature of gender or something?
Why'd you make a statement then?
And you're like, why does Darth Vader have to support her gender identity? Can't anyone in this universe? The most evil guy in the universe. And everybody's saying, dude, people are on Twitter and they're going, see, Anakin Skywalker, we knew he was a good guy because he accepted this trans lady before he turned evil. And I'm like,
yeah.
Wouldn't Anakin be the one guy who goes, I don't know, this seems fucking nuts to me? Like, wouldn't there be?
It was like when Dr. Doom was like crying about 9/11.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, well, you could have
like-
just left him off.
You didn't
didn't
have to
need
have
Dr.
him.
Doom come out.
I mean, I know I've tried to kill you guys many times before, but this is beyond the pale.
This one's too much.
This is worse than a million
okay.
Galactuses.
Put Captain Carrot in there or something.
That's why I could never get into people are like, what happened to mainstream comics? They're like, we got to save DC Comics, got to save Marvel Comics. I'm like, you can't. Because here's what's happened is that all these characters have become like icons that we like look up to, or like the kids are, it's inspirational or whatever. So they can never be complicated in any way, okay? Of course, Anakin Skywalker loves trans people because then you can keep buying his action figure. You don't have to feel weird about it, okay? There's a comic book where, like, Wonder Woman is hanging out with, like, a kid, like a young boy who goes, I think I'm trans, I think I'm a girl or whatever. And I'm like, if this was like a good story, Wonder Woman would go, you're fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman would be the most obvious turf of all time. She lived on a island with
men.
just women.
Yeah.
That is all about why females are better than women or men are stupid. And at no point is she going to go, but you
Never
know,
seen her
if you
drive,
decide,
though.
if you decide,
an island with no cars,
An
and she
island, no
flies around in a
cars,
plane.
yeah.
So,
The Pegasuses handle all the flying.
Men
the
are
women
so
don't.
dumb.
Yeah.
Right.
But you can't have any complication like that. Batman has to be like, Batman has like a trans friend now. And I'm like, I think Batman would kind of be
I
a
wish I
bigot
could come
and a
out of the
fascist.
closet.
Yeah, exactly. Like he says shit like that. And I go,
Stupid.
but it would be one thing, even the villains can't do it. Like, I'm pretty sure if Joker, you ever see the thing where Joker is like mad at the Red Skull and he goes, well, at least I'm not a fucking Nazi. And I go, it's the Joker. He's ripping people's faces off.
I kind of get...
It works in limited. It works limited.
It works only in that example.
Okay.
I'm like, no, you guys. He would say that.
He would say that.
That's really annoying for him to.
But it feels like
he would say that.
It feels like every villain is that though. Like every villain can't. They can only be like cartoonish villainy. None of them can just be.
Well, he's fourth wall breaking.
Yeah. If it's a beloved villain that has existed, like Darth Vader can't be transphobic. You know, Doctor Doom couldn't be fucking racist or whatever. You know, because these guys are like, oh, you know, we love Magneto and all these guys. Everybody has to accept everything in fiction. You can't have your character
What
just
if
be
that
like,
guy that Darth Vader's choking was like, I can't breathe like George Floyd. Remember that?
that would be good. That would be interesting.
You're like, ooh, really?
I just want to be like hanging out and be like, oh, you know, my favorite superhero is Plastic
And
Man.
then you go like, I knew it. I knew you were white under that. I knew it. Some black guy like, ah.
I think, look, at the end of the day, stuff like Star Wars and the comics, I get that it's for children and it has to be this like colorful storybook, whatever.
No, it's not for children. It's
that's
for,
what's
like,
complicated
retards,
about
like,
it. Yeah.
stunted development. Like
Children
men
aren't
that
reading it.
Can't grow up.
So if it's supposedly, look, comics originally were for children. I think eventually it evolved into just
Losers.
I'm not going to say adults, but yeah, somebody else is reading them.
Yeah.
Older people are reading them.
Money. You know, money.
Right.
Money.
But you can never have, you know, what if Spider-Man just hated Asian people? Like, that would be fucking interesting, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's... Sure. That's
Spider-Man-
exactly where
Spider-Man
my
can't-
mind went, too.
Okay, well, not Spider-Man, but somebody could hate something.
Because he can't get them in their eyes. He can't get the web in their eyes.
Exactly.
They're invincible. We got you, Spider-Man. That shit don't do nothing to us.
Somebody in this universe, okay, would be very anti-Semitic.
I
don't know who.
You know what my next problem is?
What's
always using Asians instead of black people, like you actually want to use.
Well, Spider-Man
Whenever
wouldn't hate
people
black
go
people.
like,
Well,
yeah, because it's racist, like with Asians, right, guys? Like, oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Spider-Man
just
wouldn't hate.
dogpiling
Maybe
Asians.
Spider-Man would hate black people. He has a new black friend though. He has the little black Spider-Man. That's why I couldn't say.
Of course he does. Of course he does.
Okay, well, it would have been.
Oh,
that's a good point.
wow.
That's a good point.
Oh,
If in that
does he?
it would have been cool if in that Spider-Verse movie, like Miles Morales shows up and he goes, another Spider-Man, and then Miles Morales takes off his mask and Peter Parker goes, oh,
Not
fuck.
one Spider-Man. Not one Spider-Man in the whole Spider.
There should be one
town.
racist Spider-Man in Spider-Town.
Yeah.
You're right. As
Not one.
As he's going through
Not
Spider-Town,
even the bad guys.
as he was doing that
You know?
run in the second movie and he's running away from all the Spider-Man, there should have just been like the white supremacist Spider-Man said, I told you shouldn't have let him in. And like, shut up, white supremacist
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
exactly.
I told you that black kid was going to fuck shit up.
Spider-Man, the funniest guy, like the totally out of control mouth guy. Not one of them. Not even a whiff of it.
In a multiverse with,
Not even the Mexican Spider-Man.
No.
And let me tell you something about Mexicans.
It would just make fiction
So that's
more.
why we got to deport them, because they're so racist against black people.
Once again, guys, this election's more important than ever. A lot of issues on the table.
I saw a black congressman on TV saying, like, we need all these Mexicans to pick our food for free. I'm like, man, you fucking bitch. You fucking bitch.
They do say that a lot.
Oh, wow.
It's weird that they keep saying, like, a lot of people have made that same gaffe, and you're like, can you guys stop saying that?
Feeling a.
Oh, you guys hate Mexicans, but where are you going to get your grapes from? I don't know. Fucking anywhere. What
I'm
do you
okay
mean?
with white people saying it, but
Do you think
seeing
grapes
a
didn't
black
exist
lady
before
saying
Mexican
it,
people?
You fucking bitch.
No, it is as it is. But again, these fictional worlds are so messy and uncomplicated. None of these characters can engage in any. We can have all the problems. We can have, it's so hard to be black and it's so hard to be trans, but we can't have any of the characters engage with it on any real level. And that's lack of
representation.
Fictional.
You want to see
bigot representation. That's
hey
the
guys,
problem.
I'm Vito. I hear you got a trans stormtrooper around here. Why don't you trot her out here? I'll suck her dick.
You can at least have one,
and I'm not going to call her back.
You can have one Empire guy or whatever who's in charge of clone troopers who goes, and send the fucking trans one. Maybe she'll get shot, And then at least there's something going on.
Yeah, okay.
Instead, everybody loves her.
The end of your problem.
That's the end of this show.
I don't know. Maybe have we had too many serious problems today?
I don't think that was serious. We're talking about Star Wars crap.
Okay, my problem is Election College Deniers.
Okay.
Because it's like Holocaust deniers. So I put deniers on there.
Why did you have to say because it's like Holocaust?
Because that's why you use deniers. It's good, like, it's good marketing. There's guys that are denying the Electoral College. They're saying it's bad.
You can't
deniers. Because it makes you think like, the
Holocaust.
Deniers.
You're not supposed to deny that. Okay, what are
Well, you can't. It's not that
Sure.
you're not supposed to. You can't deny it.
No.
Just so we're clear.
Sure.
Okay. Electoral College.
I mean, the shadows of the smokestacks. No, go ahead. It's a Norm McDonald bit.
But what's the bit?
The bit is that he told every guest that Adam Egget was a Holocaust denier. It was probably the best bit of all time. Because he'd have like Seinfeld on and he'd go, well, it's horrible what happened to the Jews, but this guy doesn't believe it happened. And Adam Egget would just go, the smokestacks, the pictures don't. And Jerry Seinfeld would be like, the guests did not know it was a bit. It was the best thing ever. Yeah, it was fucking hilarious.
Electoral College deniers.
Go ahead.
Every time there's an election, they're like, oh, we got to get rid of this Electoral College thing. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Really? That's the biggest problem we have? Is like,
that is silly.
Are you one of them? Are you a denier?
No. I'm one of these guys who, it's the popular vote fetishists.
Oh, you like that? The popular vote?
No. But I'm saying there's guys who go,
be popular vote.
She won the popular vote, the popular vote.
They love it.
And you go, well, that doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter,
That's
though.
irrelevant.
Yeah.
Because
like trash.
Because your campaigning strategy is completely based around trying to secure the electoral vote. If it was about the popular
Playing by
vote,
the rules.
you would just go to California and suck off every transient to get them into the voting booth,
Yeah. It's really annoying. So I think it's like what makes it so annoying is like they don't even. I don't know. Do they understand why we have it or why it's good at all? I'm starting to think no, they're not lying. They just don't understand it at all and are not interested in like looking into why we have an electoral college or why it would be good or like why every 4 years it feels like a crisis. Like this was put in there to stop what's happening.
The simple
now.
explanation is it's people who believe, well, whatever California decides is
it's good.
It's good.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the only reason they hate it.
We got to go to Austin.
It's like, well, what
Fuck
about
that
people,
up.
in the Rust Belt? And you're like, well, they're
bad.
nothing.
Yeah,
they
they're
mean
stupid.
nothing to me.
They're
like nothing. It's like they don't exist at all. It's totally okay,
Yeah. Like I was saying,
Shouldn't they have a vote? No.
So what about California? Like, just L.A. should decide that, right? Well, no. L.A.'s a shithole. We're way out here in the sticks. No one lives there. Only the very poor and stupid.
It's people who are just not being honest about what they want, which is just.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you know any? I don't know any.
The only time I've ever experienced it again is the people who go like, I don't know why it's not just the popular vote, who genuinely seem to not understand why. They seem to genuinely.
We can't even count shit in the
but
states.
It's the most people.
If we did a whole country vote, we'd kill each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you guys not understand that? Like once you have that many people,
if it was popular vote, it would be fucked.
Like,
Like again, a lot of people in California stay home because they're like, I don't have to go to the polls. It's California. It's going to turn red. No.
Yeah.
So it would be
a waste of time.
It would be a completely different game, and yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I brought in some stats.
Well, give me some stats.
Okay. It tends to magnify the margin of victory, the Electoral College, creating clearer mandates to govern. I didn't think of that one.
Creating clearer mandates.
So it looks
to
like you
govern.
won by a lot, right? So you go whatever you want. Like, oh yeah, I got all these. Look at all these states. And you're like, wow, I won the whole state. So I could do anything. Everybody in that state loves me.
Even if you look at the actual state divvied up,
There's
some
barely any.
sections were red, some were blue.
Because like the popular vote's like, 10,000 people, whatever. I don't know what it is. The difference is very small.
Very
but when you look at
small.
the stage, you're like, wow, everybody from there loves me.
Yeah.
Even though they obviously don't. Half of them hate you.
It's fascinating.
Isn't that interesting, though?
Yeah.
I've never thought about that, but I'm like, oh, yeah. Like, a lot of people in California are Republican.
There are, yeah.
We just
Especially
never win. More Mexicans,
honestly, I don't know why California is so blue because it seems like everybody's like, man, I'm getting taxed to shit.
There's all these criminals all over the place.
Well, they are putting a stop to that. I think that new what's the bill
vote
or
for
whatever? I will vote for that. Yeah.
They put a rider on that it was like, yeah, okay, we're doing under 1,000 is now back to being a crime, and
Is
also
it under 1,000? Is that what it is?
Yeah, they
It's
made
back
it.
to being
They made it over
felony?
1,000, and they said it's under 1,000 back to being a crime, and also drugs.
Yeah,
Well,
they added
come
drugs
on,
to
you
it.
fucking assholes!
I think you have to have 2 or 3 priors. But yeah, making it a drug thing, I'm like, I don't want to lock up drug guys. I want to lock up shoplifting guys.
Well, I can't vote for it then if you're gonna do that.
That's a good point. That sucks.
It discourages voter fraud by isolating its impact to individual states. That's interesting. Imagine how much. I mean,
So you can only steal one state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't have like the
Whereas
mob.
my UPS guys, they got thousands of votes ready to go.
Well, yeah,
and-
imagine you're like in,
It'd be
Maryland. You're like, oh, California made 11 billion votes for the popular vote.
easy. Can you believe it?
We don't have like paper printing stuff over here. They're right next to China over there,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. We got all
It's
the
pretty
paper.
smart. I tried to bring in neutral reasons.
No,
why
I
it's
find
good.
that interesting.
It contains election disputes within states' borders instead of triggering like a nationwide recount for everybody. So you can say like, Florida.
So you can just fight over
Everybody
Florida
Florida
again.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Florida fucked it up. We did fine because we don't have no choice but to
Right.
go blue. But Florida really
dropped
messed
the ball
up.
again.
That's good. I like anywhere where you
yeah.
can go like, oh.
Anytime we get to point at Florida is
Yeah,
fun.
they fixed their stuff though.
Did they?
Yeah, they. I don't know. Someone told
They
me
get
that.
double Dominion?
Oh man,
The new double
fucking
Dominion machine is
machines,
going to be
dude.
twice as fast, twice as exciting.
Yeah, the mandate thing, that was one thing, okay. And I don't know. It has decided 17 out of the 29 elections since the 1900s. How about that? By margins of 200 plus electoral votes.
What do you
Just a
mean?
random
Was there
stat.
a time that the Electoral College was not being used? Prior?
It has decided 17 out of 29. So it has been the reason.
Oh,
that
okay. It has
somebody
been the
won
reason. Yeah.
The Electoral College process.
Whereas they lost the popular vote, but they won the electoral vote.
It also, here's something that I thought was interesting. It encourages a two-party system because you can't possibly win as a third party with the Electoral College.
But that's bad.
I don't think so.
You think a two-party system is good?
You ever talk to a third-party person? As a libertarian?
Okay, but that's
Honestly,
it's not that third-party people are bad. It's that the
they're
third party.
crazy. It's that they're fucking crazy.
Well, it's because they're crazy because there's not like a viable third party. If there was a viable third party, it wouldn't be full of crazy people.
It is. What do you mean if?
No, it's not.
It's not if. It is crazy. Libertarians, fucking crazy. Green people, fucking crazy.
Sure.
Map people, fucking crazy. You have to. It forces you.
But they're crazy because it's a mathematical retardation to vote for a third party. Okay, but if it was mathematically sound,
No, we're not
then
retarded
smart
because of
people
math.
Would,
We're retarded because we're just retarded.
Yeah.
I really think I should be able to have a nuclear bomb. It's
well,
not. That's not
once Trump
because
gets
of
in,
math.
you're getting everyting you want, so don't worry
No,
about
then
it.
Israel's getting it. Another one.
Yeah, well, you'll be building it for them. What do you think?
Israel's getting 5,000 more. I thought it was interesting because it makes third parties try to convince the two parties, because they're always weaving and getting indoctrinated and getting taken over and stuff. Their ideas are propagating through.
Yeah.
I think it's actually probably a good thing for, like
Having a two-party system.
yeah, especially
Okay.
the way this is set up with the Electoral College, like forcing third parties to work.
I
with
think
the
dividing our
system.
country down like one line that half the country's on and half the country's on the other side is probably going to be the end of the fucking
But
American
they're
state
not.
at some
They're not
point.
really though.
They kinda are.
Like a California Republican's way different than like a Kentucky Republican.
Doesn't matter at this point.
It does. I think it does matter. Like,
I think-
California Republicans are like, yeah, gay shit, I don't care. But Kentucky Democrats,
better-
like, they're going to hell. you
Yeah,
know?
okay, but if there were like different parties and like everybody's like, oh, I'm this thing, instead it's just like,
Yeah.
what kind of American are you, boy? You red or you blue?
Well, you're a Democrat.
We doing that? I'm all the things.
How are you
I'm not a
this
Democrat.
touchy? Jesus. Vito, you're going to lose. Trump's winning.
I'm not.
You don't need to be
well,
touchy
it doesn't
at
matter
all.
because I'm in the center.
I'm just
I
saying,
can
you
do
don't agree
either
with all the
way.
weird progressive shit that
No,
your
I
party's
don't.
doing.
My party
so the
needs-
label doesn't matter.
Needs to knock a lot of that shit off. And we could have had Andrew Yang as he was supposed to be mayor of New York, and then he would have been president.
Vito,
Instead,
Andrew Yang's he's like a third party fucking weirdo.
I love that. I love that third party weirdo
because it's free money.
because he's Asian. He's smart. He's got all that math in his fucking head. All right, all these numbers, all these budgets. Why would
What's
I
your
not?
favorite thing
Why
about
would I
Andrew
not
Yang?
want an Asian guy running the numbers?
Yeah.
He's just a smart guy, man. He's a good guy.
What is your deal with Andrew Yang?
I like him. He's just a likable guy.
I think he's neat.
I think he's neat.
Why?
I've read his policies. I like his policies. Obviously,
What do you like about it?
I like UBI. I think it's inevitable. I don't think we could do it right now.
You want UBI for white people.
Yeah, I want
okay.
UBI for
I got
everybody.
it. Well, it's a lot of people already have it.
A lot of people do already have it. That's the problem. We should all
I thought
fucking
so.
get it.
Okay.
Everybody should
I
get
figured it out. Yeah. Yeah.
I think establishing a social safety net for all Americans leads to a lot less
have that.
insanity. Yeah, it's called prison.
So why don't you go to prison?
Well, I don't want to go to prison, but a lot of guys are going there, and it's
You can bring all your toys.
it's costing a lot of money. We're putting in
yeah,
prison
they
system.
belong in prison. Those
I-
people.
well,
I got news for you.
I agree with
bucko.
that, but I would hope there would be a way to just give them enough stuff where they go, I don't gotta like steal more stuff.
You think they're stealing because they're short on stuff?
I think
Think again.
I think there's a way to. I know it's a long shot.
Education. We should beat them with books until
No,
they're
but
dead.
it's like, hey man, what do you want to steal for? You got a free TV from the government.
Because they're criminals.
Some people,
don't-
some people, yes, are criminally inclined, and we will have to lock away a certain segment of
Rape
the
inclined.
population.
Were you going to give them a free pussy?
I'm not talking about that. Well, yeah, actually, you know what? Why
Are you going
not?
to pay some whores to go fuck them?
I mean, we're getting
rape, government-sponsored rape?
I think-
Woo, boy.
I think once we have discount fucking VR brothels all around the state, you're going to see a lot less crime. I think we got to get sex bot brothels going.
Can you imagine the prison brothels? How fat and white those
the
They look
prison
like
brothels
clouds with eyes. Look like Mario game.
Yeah,
Can you imagine the brothel they'll ship around to prisons?
No, you're gonna have to. Whoever's cleaning those, I don't envy
Look like
that
the Stay
job.
Puft Marshmallow Man with a wig
Yeah, I hear you.
and a Dallas Cowboys jersey.
I think you get everybody. Look, I mean, it's been working in America. We've been bred in circusing the people into a state of contented lull. You know, there's
Maybe
a lot.
you.
There's less crime now than there has been.
No.
Yeah,
Crime's fucking skyrocketing. What are you talking
not
about?
skyrocket. Certain crimes
It's up like 4%.
Certain crimes are 4% is not a skyrocket.
How much do you want crime to go up?
But I'm saying compared to historical crime rates,
if I said crime was up 50%,
we're not-
you're like, yeah, that's
not
about
back
right.
to the fucking 80s or anything, man.
What are you talking about? There's shitloads of crime.
It's
Two
not-
houses down the street from me got broken into. They cut the fucking power and then broke in.
There is more crime. Yes, crime is up a bit. Okay, I think a lot of that is, post-COVID crazies. People were locked in their houses, and now they want to get out and steal.
Who do you think is committing crimes?
I'm not talking about that. I've said enough.
Wait a minute.
I've said enough things on this episode.
Where do you think crime comes from?
Look, okay.
Should we ask the crime computer?
I'm just saying, yes, crime's up a little bit. It's not at like skyrocketing insano levels yet. Okay.
We got people pouring pig's blood into cars.
Getting TVs down to like $200 a pop has done a very good job of getting everybody just lazy and shitty. It's been pretty good.
You have no idea what crimes.
Why steal a radio when a radio's $20?
To steal it, to do bad things.
Some people, yes, but a lot of people
Criminals.
just go, I already got a radio, and I can't even flip it, so who cares? You can't even flip the radio. Nobody's stolen my radio in like 10 years. 10 years is the last time I got a radio stolen.
What do they do with? What do the potential criminals do when they get money? What do they buy?
What do the potential criminals do with money?
Yeah, what do they buy? When they make a big score, get a bunch of money, what do they buy? They buying diapers and cereal?
I don't know.
Or are they buying
I don't know.
flashy, retarded shit?
They're probably buying you iPhones and
iPhones.
yeah, something.
Maybe for a start.
Well, what are they buying?
Buying jewelry.
Jewelry, sure.
Goofy jewelry,
Goofy
grills.
jewelry. Okay, well now I feel like we're talking about a certain.
I'm
type
talking about
of-
crime.
And you're talking about crime.
Yeah, I'm
criminals.
talking about criminals.
I don't know. I'm the one being accused of bringing in race all the time.
I'm not
Look,
bringing in race.
I know you're not. You're just bringing in crime.
Everybody could have a grill.
Crime guys.
All right, well, that's my... This is why we need the Electoral College.
Yeah, I'm
People in
sure.
Florida are like, that fucking guy doesn't know what's happening at
Well,
all.
look,
Andrew Yang. What the fuck?
I do agree the shoplifting's out of control. I've even curbed my own shoplifting. I felt, there was a
You
period
are
of
an
time where it was fun and cute. And now I'm like, well, now.
So you have enough money to buy things and you still steal.
Well, this I stopped once we're doing
Just
good.
because you got caught on tape.
No,
And
I
you
kept,
know
I kept
that you'll
stealing
get
for a
caught
little bit,
again.
a while after that. Once I got confirmed by a Target guy, he's like, "Oh, don't worry, you're not in the database." I'm like, "Well, I can, if I'm going through the checkout and I forget to scan something, what can you do?"
Yeah.
They want you to do that.
Who?
The Target people, they know you're going to do
They want
it.
you to steal stuff?
They know if you're going through the self-checkout. They're like, well, at least we didn't have to pay a cashier, so if you want to take a candy bar, you want to take
Yeah.
a thing of toilet paper, it's cheaper than paying a cashier,
Yeah,
They
okay.
factored the money in. Dick, here's a problem I have. Another election problem. We're doubling up on problems, but that's fine, because my problem is... I'll give a little story. I've been sleeping during the day. It's hot. It was hot in California. It's still been a little bit hot. It's better to sleep during the day, and then at night it's colder. I can work during the night, and so I'm sleeping. And I get a knock at the door.
What are you, like a gold miner? You sleeping?
Yeah, exactly.
Dang.
Sleep all day, work all night. No, I like working at night. I work through the night.
Okay.
And I get a knock on the door, and I go, fucking probably a package, probably a UPS guy.
Yeah.
I jump up, I run on the door, I go, oh my God, what do you need me to sign? You need me to sign for something? He goes,
Yeah.
I'm here with the Henderson McNamberberry campaign for Proposition 22. I'm like, I'm fucking sleeping. Get the fuck out of here. What is this? Okay, my problem, Dick, is
They just need an education. Slam.
my problem is election spam.
Oh,
Look, we all know there's an election. I get it.
Yeah.
And you guys don't have to keep telling me about it. You don't have to keep filling my mailbox with pictures of smiling Asian women
You should
who
tell
are
me
running for comptroller.
what it is that I'm voting for.
Okay, but like...
But they don't.
They don't. No. They don't even tell me their policies.
How'd you like a prosperous America? I wouldn't actually. I want more stuff for me.
I get a picture of a guy, and it's like, here's Henderson McNatherton. And
Yeah.
he's been a district attorney of Clemjon District 12 for I'm like,
Yeah.
what do I do with
am I
this
getting out of
information?
this?
What do you want? It's like, well, if you vote for it, do you like America? Do you hate
No.
crime? I don't fucking, yeah, sure. Well, he hates crime too, and he also loves America, so you should vote for him. This is not helpful. A little fucking thing in my mailbox with a smiling picture of a guy
Yeah.
being like, well, don't forget the fucking
The phone stuff too. You want to take a survey?
Bro, what is going on with that? The text messages and shit and the weird emails. I get somebody subscribed me at some point to like every fucking political email or whatever.
Yeah.
And all the fucking things are like, well, it's happening. Democracy's dead. We're fucking dead, folks. And then I'm like, oh my God. And I click on it. It's like, unless you give $20.
What am I supposed to do with this?
What do you? Yeah, exactly.
Charlene Johnson,
Well, hold on. Tell me a little bit about
endorsed
Charlene.
by
She's
Republican leaders.
she's a good-looking lady.
I guess that's kind of relevant. I
Endorsed
guess.
by Republican leaders.
I don't know what that means though.
Yeah, it doesn't tell me who she... I don't even know what half these jobs are. It'll be like Associate District Comptroller of Waste Management.
That
and,
I believe that you don't know what any of the things you're voting on
Okay,
are.
but it'll be like Assistant District Comptroller of Waste Management and schools and pipes and
Yeah.
things made of brass. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's one job?
Comptroller is the job.
Okay,
It's
sure.
not all those things that you're talking about.
There's a lot of different fucking people. There's a lot of comptrollers. There's a lot
Yeah.
of district assemblymen. Okay, I don't even know what my district is.
You know what you got to do? You know what I did this time?
What?
For the voting, obviously.
You
I
got
went,
the
I went
cheat
Trump right
sheet.
away. I filled out half the bubble.
Yeah.
And then I said, I wonder if my dick's big enough to finish this Trump vote. And I said, yep, sure is. Finished
Yeah.
the bubble. Then I went to all those other things. And I'm like, I don't know what this is. I don't know who these guys are. So I went to Grok and said, who's less woke? And then I typed in all their names. And Grok said, well, this one was probably the least woke. And this
Did
is
it give
why.
explanations as to why?
It gave quotes and stuff, and some of them was like, it's tough to call on this one. But
both of them have talked
both of
about
them
the
are pretty
dangers of white
woke.
supremacy.
Yeah, but
and,
based on context, this person was probably lying.
Yeah.
And it would say...
this man was
like,
accused of slapping his black maid, and you're like, okay, well, that's not. I can
okay,
use
that's
that.
not very woke, all right. But he had the maid. That's a little woke.
That's a little woke.
Yeah.
Although he kind of like slavery, though, so maybe it's not woke.
Yeah, it was easy.
Well, right now, Dick, it's interesting. The thing with the text messages, apparently during this, luckily I have my phone. Somehow I've managed to escape most of this. I'm getting a couple texts here and there, but some people's phones are getting blown up with these election texts.
Yeah, mine are.
Begging people. These mass political text messages have exploded in popularity since a 2021 U.S. Supreme Court ruling. That's Trump's Supreme Court, loosened opt-in requirements to mass texting lists, allowing data aggregators to collect phone number lists and sell them to interested political groups or political action committees.
Yeah, but, you know, it's just a text. Like, who cares?
Well, it sucks. I don't want a fucking million texts telling me what the fuck's
fucking
going
cry
on.
everyone a river.
Well,
Like, it's that big of a deal. Oh, wow. Fucking delete.
well, here's what's interesting, though, is I tried to look up. I'm like, well, as always, I want to know how important is this? Like, how much does this actually change anybody's mind about who to vote for?
Okay.
And studies are mixed, but one study found that if it's like, how far away is the election now? Like a month, 2 weeks?
A week.
A week, okay.
Yeah, you better enjoy your freedom while you have it.
I am
for
enjoying
your last
it,
week
sure.
on Earth.
They're saying that if it's like a month before the election, all this shit is useless, okay?
Really?
Yeah, it's like at this point,
Wow.
people's minds are just already made up.
Yeah.
If it's a local,
But you got to remind them to vote.
that's what they said.
That's the big thing.
Literally, the only thing that matters is reminding people to vote.
Yeah.
But all this shit about like, hey, have you heard about this guy? Have you heard about this guy?
Yeah.
It's like they're just either going to vote partisan or they're not going to pay attention to it at all.
Yeah.
Like you have to hit them like way farther back where they go, oh yeah, I heard about that guy like 4 months ago. Like, yeah, that stuck with me. Now it's just like everybody's just like dead to the world and they're like, I'm just going to go in and vote and I'm not thinking about it. I'm not getting educated or whatever else.
How come there hasn't been anybody who like faked like stopping a mugging, like Nacho Libre style?
That would be smart.
That'd be good, right?
I don't know why there's not more
not more fun
Well,
stuff.
hold on. That's why Trump going to McDonald's was the most brilliant thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, this is what the whole thing should be.
Clinton did that.
Kamala should be like fucking, opening, like riding a roller coaster and throwing money out the fucking side. Who cares?
She
Like
should be blowing guys.
that
So she
would
can
also
show,
be
like,
interesting.
solidarity
Sure.
with women.
She could.
She went on that porn star podcast, right?
Which one?
Call Her Daddy.
Oh yeah, call her daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know people gave her crap for that. Well, is she going to go on Rogan?
No, I don't think so.
I want more politicians. Honestly,
Doing podcasts?
man, you know how great it would be if it was just like, first of all, I just want a general intelligence test, like a quiz, like a game show. Like they should have to do Celebrity Jeopardy, Trump versus Kamala.
Okay.
Just like basic questions, like I don't know how many fucking states are there. Like what's the capital of this?
Whose
you know?
VP is a child molester?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
How many children in the summer of 1983
Yeah.
did Tim Walz take to his
Yeah,
cabin
they
in
should
China?
do that.
I that would decide it
They
for
should
me
do hidden
instantly.
camera stuff.
I hate to say it, if they did an IQ test for both candidate, I would just blindly vote for whoever had the highest IQ.
It's Trump.
Well, I don't know.
Come on.
I mean, I have a feeling.
You
but,
know it's not that dumb, bitch. Come on.
She is a woman, so that's the problem.
She's an idiot. She can't even fucking talk. Are you kidding me? Imagine that's on your podcast and she's saying all that gibberish.
Someone should have to show her a picture of a glass that is filled up halfway.
Yeah.
And then go, if I tilt this to the side,
What's it
where
gonna
is the
be?
water line? Well, the thing is, Did you see the clip? Did you see the clip today? I think it was where they went, well, for people who are saying, what's going on in Gaza is the deciding factor for them, that they can't possibly vote for a candidate
Yeah.
who would, would not stop what's happening in Palestine. What would you say? And she said, well, I'd say to them, look at the price of groceries. And I went, that is the worst soundbite. They're going, I can't vote for you because you're going to kill
Gaza?
children in Palestine. She's going, yeah, but I mean, look at how much a fucking gallon of milk costs. I go, that's not a decider for these people. That's
Oh, man.
that's not a winning
You
argument.
guys are fucking dumb. Why would
It
you
was real
run
bad.
this fucking dumb
It
bitch?
was real bad. Well, because we couldn't run Grandpa, because Grandpa kept fucking sniffing the ice cream and falling over.
You should have run a corpse of Biden
Yeah.
over fucking
We should have
retardo.
we should have found like
Like her bad qualities aren't even showing up because she's so stupid.
We should.
Don't you think?
We should have not let her talk. Yeah. I think once we got out of that first debate and it went pretty okay, we could have
cut off the benzos.
Now stop. Now just stop. No more talking to anybody. Just
you should have pretended she was in a coma, like a
yeah. Could have said anything.
Soap opera.
Could have had her in the. The only thing she could be allowed to do is go and dance with fucking Oprah or Ellen or whatever the fuck they do. I don't know what shows are left.
She should just say the truth though. Like, actually, I'm retarded, but you're voting for the political machine behind me. Like, I think you guys would like that, honestly. That's what you're voting for. I mean, Trump's saying exactly what we're voting for.
That is the unspoken agreement among...
You gotta say that shit.
Yeah. Listen, guys, it's not so much about me.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
about,
dumb.
Yeah, everybody else who will
I'm gonna be
there.
on vacation.
Yeah, I'm just the fun figurehead of this. I'm just the one... I'm just here for the Swifties to get their vote.
I'm just here because guys hate me.
Anyway, election spam. I don't need my... Every day, my mailbox pictures of smiling Asians and Hispanic people. Are any white people running for anything in L.A.? I mean, I'm just asking a general question. I'm not saying that they need to, but... You know, I go through the fucking mailings and I go, there's got to be at least one guy running for something.
Have you ever heard Nick Fuentes talk about demographics?
Look, I know that, but there's got to be like...
They can't.
There's got to be one job.
You can't have a white person unless they did blackface.
I think there's like one white guy. It's like Department of Sanitation. Yeah, the white guy can have that.
They got a computer somewhere at City Hall that they need somebody to run.
I have a million... I could make trading cards. I could have an entire fucking Mexican family at this point with the amount of shit they've been sending me. Anyway, Dick, election spam is my problem. Okay. And it's a great one.
Election spam, Electoral College deniers, man face.
And bigotry representation.
Lack of bigotry representation.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, guys, don't forget to vote on all the problems at biggestproblem.show. We will have to record a bonus episode, hopefully next week.
Yeah.
Dick was sick this previous week.
No, you said you want to do it this week, and I said yes.
You said you can only do
Wednesday,
it Thursday. No,
Wednesday, and you're like, I have to find out, and then you disappeared.
Yes.
It's your fault.
It was my fault. That's correct.
Okay.
I got confused. But we'll try to do it. We'll do it this coming week. And also, guys, don't forget to watch our new video, the Biggest Problem Trivia
go vote
Challenge.
on it.
Please vote that one up. If you hit the like button, it might get trending, and then people might find the podcast.
Yeah, don't be cute. Vote.
Yeah, don't fuck
positively,
around, guys.
Vote and comment. Comment. I don't care what you say.
Comment doesn't matter what you say as long as you comment.
Vote it up.
But don't ooh, this is the worst fucking thing ever. Blah.
I don't care what you say.
Sure, say that.
Doesn't
but
hurt
as long
anything.
as you hit like and it fucking trends, that would be great.
Hey, Dick. Hey, Vito.
Hey.
Well, assuming that Dick is there. I mean, if the show is even still going on at this point. The biggest problem in the universe...
That was a slam on me. Why are you making fun of that guy?
Everybody is always fucking, if Dick's even there, if there's even a show. Hopefully I don't have to listen to Vito do a show, because that would be the worst thing in the world. What if Vito's friends show up and do a show?
They're in your head.
And what are you going to do?
Here's doctors that don't listen to you.
Doctors don't listen
I'm
to you.
no hypochondriac, but I know doctors have to deal with several of these fuckers a day that want to just miss a day of work, right, to make up something, anything. Maybe, something has to be wrong with me. Something has to be, Oh, you got a little cough? Yeah, no, fuck you. Go fuck yourself. And then I show up, right, later on in the day, like a responsible person. You go to a doctor's appointment at the end of the day. That's when you said it, right? I'm the last person they have to deal with. So a whole day of these guys where they're like, get some rest and take a cough drop. And I'm like, hey, I've had this cough that's been going on for a while. And
100% agree with this guy. I got the same problem. I think part of it is because we sound like we're insane.
Yeah.
You and I, sir.
Well, when I saw this was a
issue.
minute 41 of rambling about the doctor, and you go to the doctor, and there's a doctor. I'm like, yeah, I got it. I got there. I figured it out.
Somebody sent this in.
Oh, is it another wig? Vito's hair is coming.
As King Vito.
King Vito. This is
King
from,
Vito.
this is a... Why do these always have Chinese writing on them, which makes me worry that they're made out of the scalps of orphaned Chinese children? This is a curly costume wig for party.
Is credit card fees at gas stations and other convenience stores.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's like, come on, guys. Just hide the fees, raise the prices. Do we have to see this guilt trip every time I come to the store? If you don't spend at least $3, then we're gonna have to charge you 49 extra cents.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just come on.
Wow.
How's that look?
You
Can I
look
see
great. Look at that. Oh, yeah, like Mozart. You have that dingly stuff like Mozart. Wow,
Well,
that's cool.
perchance a new problem shall be had today.
That's like Shakespeare.
I don't fucking know. I don't know what time period any of this shit is.
Well, howdy, Vito. Welcome to my ranch.
Howdy.
It's called the Healthy Cowboy Living Ranch. With a simple balance of diet and exercise,
I don't like that.
you can live a healthier life
I don't like that
and
at all.
have more time to play with your toys and
No, I
gadgets.
want off this
That's
mortal
cool.
coil
Stop
already.
taking that Zempi, Vito. It's going to cut down on the amount of time you have to spend with your loved ones, like the Mommy Milkers little figurines
I
that
do
you
like
love
Mommy
so
Milkers.
much. I know you love those ones.
That's true.
Or your favorite movie on DVD, Cuties. You can
Blu-ray,
watch so many
Blu-ray.
more times if you just go to the Diet and Exercise Ranch.
All right, I'm going to the ranch.
That's cool.
I'm going to the ranch.
Okay, here's a good one.
Hidden Valley, that's where I'm
Hey,
going.
Dick. Hey, Vito. The biggest problem in the universe is people bitching and whining about the changes to how blocks on Twitter work.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so easy to circumvent blocks and read the tweets of people who have blocked you that this basically changes nothing, which makes it really whiny and pathetic when people private their accounts and say they're leaving Twitter over it. I was shocked to see that Vito had hopped on this bandwagon. For some reason, I thought he was above doing something this retarded. Go figure.
Well,
Go figure.
I have privated my Twitter account, and it has resulted in me using it less, so who knows? Maybe it'll just trickle out.
Now you're really...
I'm using my alternate accounts, though.
Oh, yeah, VNN.
VNN is active and live.
Now you have to like swallow a big like pile of shit to unprotect it when you're like when your post nut clarity kicks in and you realize that all this block shit is dumb.
I don't.
Like,
well,
fuck,
I'm
I
not
gotta
gonna. I'm not
unprivate
gonna.
now
I'm not
and do
gonna
a lot of
explain why
shit.
it's not dumb. I know why it's not dumb, but
Because it's nothing. That block is like the same thing that it was before. Basically,
it's not. It's really not.
people could screenshot you now.
Yeah, people could screen. Like that's the problem is people screenshotting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's great is when you block these psychopaths is like they just don't see your tweets and then they're not there.
No, I still see them because people in Discord will post stuff.
From me?
No, from people that I'm stalking.
Yes, yes. If
I still get them.
Okay, if I see something truly outrageous, that'll get screenshotted. But it was getting to the point where I'd be like, "Oh man, I can't wait to have a sandwich later today." And then some psychopath would screenshot and go, "Sandwich is code for a child. He's gonna rape a child." And I was like, "Okay, well, I just."
So what are you doing now? You're on private?
No, it's
until
privated.
When? Until when?
Until I either A, decide I would like to use Twitter as a promotional vehicle again, or B, I just stay private.
To me, you're talking about like using heroin. I'm like, well, I'm going to use heroin as a promotional
Not nearly
vehicle
as
again.
many people call you a pedophile on Twitter as call me a pedophile on Twitter. I have a very unique...
Whose fault is that?
Well, I'm sure. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm saying I have a very unique situation where anything I say on Twitter ended up getting screenshotted and reposted by people going like, "Oh, there you go. He rapes fucking kids. He said he just saw the new Marvel movie. And that's code, man. That's code."
Yeah.
I have Matt Barr, who I haven't talked to and like has said anything to in 6 months, and he's still every other fucking day going, "Well, there you go, Ethan Van Sciver's hanging out with pedophiles. Oh my god!" And it's just,
That guy's crazy.
yeah. It's well, imagine again. Look, I can't get
You
into
can't
it.
let him win, though. You're letting them win. You can't let them win.
It's here's what happens when they don't win. Is remember I told that story about how a certain person saw that ISOM kneeling or Super Killer kneeling on ISOM picture.
Oh yeah, that was great.
And then I got an insane email followed by an insane phone call about how I'm
trans
a
person.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So like I don't want my
Self-correcting.
tweets showing up on that person's feed and they go, "Oh my god, the Vito's still doing stuff. I have to fucking harass him." And
Who cares?
Bro, it's just
That'd be a funny email. Then you read it on the show.
I'm
show.
using Twitter in the way that is going to make me the most sane and happy. Okay?
I know. Yeah. I
just
just think you'll be back.
Maybe.
You'll come back because now you're already testing the waters with like your VNN news network.
Well, yeah, but I can just post stuff on there. I'm like, oh,
there you
that's
go.
the only thing I miss is being like, oh, that's a cool tweet. I bet if I had posted that, like, you know, it probably would have got retweeted a bunch. That's the only thing I crave from that is I'm like, well, if I can get that somewhere else, then I still get that. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's all Twitter is.
You'll be back.
We'll see.
What are we putting? What's the over/under on you coming back? Before the end of the year,
honestly, it's been, you know what? Like,
You'll sneak it in during Christmas where people won't make fun of you because they'll be with their families.
You don't need to make fun of me if I decide I want to.
We do. We do.
If I decide, you know what, I would like to have my tweets seen again, it's not like, oh, fucking blown out.
It is. You're right, too, because I'm going to go, when that block thing comes down, I'm going to be
I think it's already down. Is it not down yet?
No.
No, really?
It's not.
Well, we'll see what happens.
I'm going to be like.
I'm posting on Instagram.
When the bad guys break into
TikTok.
Imagination Land, you know that? In South Park, when all the bad guys bust in and they start raping everyone.
You're going to be screenshotting everybody.
That's going to be me. Boom!
I don't know if you've noticed, but Twitter has become a place that guys like you are thriving and having a great time.
Funny guys.
Yeah, the funny
who
guys.
Believe in democracy.
The funny guys. Nick Fuentes is the lead comedian.
You think you're funnier than Nick Fuentes?
I'm not going to comment.
So you do? You do think you're funnier than Nick Fuentes?
I think we're funny in different ways.
He's funny. Like, you're funny like people call you a pedophile.
Yeah,
and he's funny like...
That's a good goof.
All right.
Follow Victory News.
Want to know that Dick worked harder to rip that Quran/Bible in half
It's a Bible.
than you did in your whole weight loss journey.
It's incredible.
That's true.
Let that sink in.
Oh, wow, I'm really,
Point.
really blown out. Really blown out.
All right, I don't know what any of this shit is, actually.
Is any of these interesting to me?
Defense? I don't know.
Hey, guys, my biggest problem in the universe is the H-word offense.
H-word?
I mean, if anyone
homo
is caught saying,
you could say homo.
I can't.
That
Homogeneous.
they just get reamed
Homo
out of
sapien.
existence and they're not allowed to run for a sort of office.
What in God's name is
I have no
talking
fucking idea
about?
what that guy's
Okay,
talking about.
there you
I would
go.
prefer a Niggler voicemail at this point. Some of you guys are psychopaths. Oh,
Okay.
guys, one more time, and I'll thank our sponsor, RiseFree.org. Make a pledge to vote, guys. The stakes are so high in this election, and you want to have your voice be heard. Link in the description to pledge to vote and be a part of the process.
I agree. End of ad.
End of ad.
We can't let women get this one.
End of ad.
We
then you're saying
cannot
this.
let women get this one.
Sure.
This would be the worst thing ever. Every man on earth might as well kill himself if Kamala wins. We gotta win.
You just don't want to eat your book.
I'll eat a bullet if Trump doesn't win.
You're gonna eat a bullet when we steal that fucking thing. You know,
They don't have enough. All this stealing stuff, they don't have enough. They've been fucking around.
Yeah,
they've fucked around.
We
too
can't
much.
do the Dominion machines again. You guys already figured that one
Too
out.
much. Yeah, you guys don't have the chance.
And I've been talking to my guys.
We're wise to you. Trump said he's locking all you guys up.
Talking to my guys at the UPS. They're like, we don't even have enough money to hire a bunch of guys to stuff the ballots anymore. It's all fucked.
No income tax. Did Trump say that?
And those two black ladies who were running the whole thing, like we needed them back to do it again, and
They're
now they're just
living
living in
large
Rudy's
up
fucking
in-
mansion. They're not even helping
playing
out.
with all of his
They were the
stuff.
ringleaders of the whole fucking thing. We're like, you got to get
Putting
back
his
in
pants
there.
on and stuff.
They're putting on his fucking Super Bowl rings that he bought
Putting
and
his
shit.
teeth on.
Putting on fucking
look at me, I'm Rudy
signed
Giuliani.
fucking Jeter jerseys and shit, which they definitely do not fit into at all.
They're so fat.
No, they got to wear them around their necks like fucking Shakifs or whatever the fuck they are.
Shakifs?
What's the name of the fucking murder scarves that Palestinians wear? The ones that every Jew keeps complaining about, where they're like, I can't believe you would let them wear this in the coffee shop.
Jews are complaining about something?
Yeah. Can you believe it?
I didn't hear about that.
What are you going to do?
All right.
Guys, get your super chats in. Do I have a mouse of some sort somewhere? There it is. We're going to read your super chats. Thanks, guys. And thanks to everybody who came by the call-in show. And now we're back to doing...
It's a cool Mozart wig.
Thank you. I think I wear it well. Okay, Fahu Gods for 2 says, thanks for not killing yourself. Cardinal for 5, we love Vito. Synthetic Shinobi for 5, biggest problem are credit card processing companies not letting me super chat for the last 2 episodes. I tried using Madbucks instead, but it didn't work. Should have Synthetic Shinobi for another 2 says, hashtag Vito did nothing wrong, you demand Veets. Real Black Guy for 2, get the Hassan gem next. I can't follow that guy. That guy's in LA, huh?
He seems cool.
Okay. I don't know. I know Destiny hates that fucking guy.
Yeah, Destiny really hates him, and like Destiny's whole audience now is trying to get him like trying to get the CEO of. They've totally lost it.
I want to imagine that it's a like, hey,
now you guys are boycotting Amazon. Okay, cool.
Well, Destiny, I saw Dan, who is Destiny's co-host, that they nailed Twitch on the fact that if you were in Israel, you couldn't sign up for Twitch for a year.
Yeah.
And they're going, oh, you banned all the Jews from Twitch?
We got them. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Check this out. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Yeah.
What do you mean they banned all the Jews? You mean Israel? Israel's not
have,
the Jews, right?
You know that fatigue that you get when you see it's like Captain Falcon is Mr. America? It's like that, but for Israel, we're all feeling right now. It's really
when I
crazy.
end up going up on that podcast at some point, I'm glad I waited for all the drama. Now we'll have something to talk about. I can go.
Aren't you waiting till Super Killer comes out?
Yeah, well, that's right around the corner.
When's that going to be? You think they'll still be having war in the Middle East then?
No, we're going to get that all. Once Super Killer launches, all wars will end.
Like Hassan's he's retarded, but he just says like he says such retarded shit. I almost like him. Because you can point to anything he says, that's fucking totally retarded.
He
man.
had that friend who's that fat Islamic streamer who said, like, I hope all the troops get PTSD and die. And I'm like, well,
yeah, I
you're allowed
agree.
to say that.
Yeah, that's fair.
What is this? What is this?
Wait. They get shot at. What do you mean that's wrong? I hope they get PTSD from all the murdering kids that they're doing.
The troops have dealt with worse.
Is that not a reasonable place to park?
I think it's within the bounds of free speech to say you don't support a military.
It's pretty much the basic, the most
like the original hippie
protected speech against the military. They didn't even codify that one. Like, well, it's against the government. What about the military? Yeah, you're supposed to be. That's what the Second Amendment's for. You're supposed to shoot them. Like, oh, okay. What about saying I hope they stub their toe and they're loading me into a COVID FEMA camp?
You can't say that.
Whoa.
I should be allowed to spit on Rambo and call him a baby killer, and it's the fodder for great entertainment.
Are you guys insane?
Well, that's what's going on in that neck of the woods.
So the DOJ they just passed a law saying they could kill American citizens, right?
Yeah.
Did the Department of Defense do that? Oh, okay. But I hope I hope they don't get too stressed out as they're murdering American civilians.
Well, it's interesting. If she said anything about cops, I feel like nobody could say anything. You know, if she said
they love it.
Yeah, if she said like, I hope all cops I
hope they all get cancer,
shoot their wives and then themselves.
I hope their wives all fight back from getting domestically abused and ice and fucking blast them, right? Yeah. Oh, how could you say that about her?
I would go, yeah, I'm there with you on that one. The military.
I mean, she was too fat.
That was probably her biggest problem.
But you gotta even protect the fat. You have to protect fat women's rights to speak, not to eat.
They got to open their mouth for something.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're either opening it to speak or opening it to eat.
If they're talking, they're not eating more fucking challah bread or whatever the fuck
I
she's
support
been eating.
it. Because you can ignore a fat woman talking, but you can't ignore them eating.
I did learn something about the Islamic or whatever, I don't know, Islamic community where they refer to people who are like, pretend to be friends of Islam as sabra eaters. You know, the hummus.
Who's they? They refer to that?
That was like their joke. They're like, oh, a bunch of sabras. And you're like, what the fuck does that mean? It's like, because we eat the shitty hummus at the grocery store. And I was like,
how's Gaza look over there? You guys got any hummus over there?
It is always interesting when you want to insult.
Those little 7-year-old girls get any hummus?
Whenever they want to come up with like a slur for like white people, it's always like, you guys are crackers. Why are we crackers? Because you crack the whip for all the slaves you own. And you're like, well, that sounds like I'm winning that situation.
Pretty much only one slur for white people, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't there? There's only one effective slur for white people.
Whitey?
No.
Well, okay. Britzman for 2 says Team Guy Vito is proudly voting for Come Swallow Harris. Ooh.
Yeah.
FR82425.
Nah, they got to get off that blowjob shit.
Who does?
Everybody. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said about
Kamala. She gives a good blow. For 5, he says, good to see y'all back. Love Hubbins. Hey, Hubbins. Koof is here for a huge $50. Wow. Our good friend Koof says, thanks for not killing yourselves. Can we get a Vito's booty? Por favor. Oh, God. Dick Asugi Chinsuki for 6 says, this super chat should be read by Dick and with much gusto.
Much gusto.
We love Vito. He wants you to say that.
Too bad.
Cheese in my pockets. Vito for 2 says, Josh Straight Back Denny. Diamond G for 10 says, May 29th, update 16. Vito said the final book would be shipping in October.
Oh.
Well, there's 1 week left of Oinktober, and we're still waiting for email update number 20.
Can't believe that
Toll the bell.
Can't believe that you didn't
Well,
get it out.
October's not over yet.
Oh, yeah? You're shipping it in October?
You know, anything can happen.
Not really. Not anything super killer related.
All I can say is,
Whoops.
yeah, whoops. It's coming, man. It's looking real good. I'm real happy about it.
Man.
So,
Are they gonna still have paper around? You gonna have to print it on like holograms or something?
you know what? When it's finally out, I'll talk about everything that happened. You know.
Oh.
But I'll just say, we put a little extra into it because there were some problems, and it looks way better now.
Can you sum it up in one word?
Do you
whole
want
thing?
the main girl to look like an ugly tranny?
Ooh.
Sorry.
I don't even.
Because we fixed that. So we had to
Maybe
some of the
I
art
don't
was
know.
some of the art was a little rough, and we had to fix some of the poses there. Cheese
One word. That's the word you describe it. The T slur.
Well, I'm allowed to say that.
No.
I'm trans.
Nah, not enough.
I'm getting there.
You gotta have the chair going the other way.
It's on my license. We're taking it
You
back.
don't park like a lady.
My people are taking it back. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. So, J-Rob detailing Ireland for €5 says, cheers, lads. I love this
Thank
guy,
you.
J-Rob. He's always in here. Cheese in my pockets, Vito for 5. New video is great, but the episode with the twink guest was some Doug and Anthony. All these
Shit.
Doug and Anthony references.
Frank Lucas for 10. I would not have donated last week if I knew Dick wasn't going to be on. Vito not only missed my slight insult about him finally taking down the stream, he gave a fake reaction to my problem. Thanks.
Sorry.
Hazman again for 2. Can't wait for Porksgiving. Vito likes wieners.
I also can't wait for Porksgiving.
Hazman again for 2. Loved Fat Pizza Guy and his twink boyfriend. Thanks, Vito.
I love those guys.
King
Had a
on
lot of
Pulsar
fun.
for 2. What's your favorite drug, Vito and Dick? Alcohol.
Well, yeah, I mean, if
You
that's
wanna
the answer,
answer?
what food? Like, that's not
Obviously.
yeah, obviously that's my favorite.
You're in denial.
I'm not
This
in
is
denial.
That's what a fucking denier sounds
I'm not
like.
denying it. Obviously,
You
food is
are.
my favorite drug. If we're talking about
What is this favorite drug with your fingers? Like it's a quote.
okay, my favorite drug is running. You know, it's like one of those.
But it's
fucking
obviously
things.
not.
Okay, yeah, because when a guy says that, that's retarded.
Well, is he sacrificing his life and health for running?
I don't know. No,
Maybe. Then he would be an addict.
Sure.
Oh man, you need to go to a Food Anonymous eating.
No, I know food's my favorite
Buffet.
thing. That's obvious. If they had
Addiction,
a food,
not favorite thing.
I have a
drug.
great. I have a great buffet near me. You're not a buffet guy though.
No, I like to eat it like a food, not just like fill a hole inside of me. Frog Tony for 10. I lost 25 pounds following Dick's advice. Calories in, calories out. No exercise or lifestyle changes needed. Tuesday night grift on Frog Tony's channel. I stole Vito's personal property and show. Did he call into your show too? Did I hear that?
He did, yeah.
How did that go?
Not well for him, but
Oh no. Why?
because a lot of the comments were not nice to Frog Tony, but we like Frog Tony.
But the comments aren't nice to you, though, usually.
Well,
So
the comments when the comments.
Why didn't it go nice in your opinion?
Well, because when you come in to get the easy dunk on Vito and you can't even get it, it's like, you really failed.
What was he
there.
going to dunk on you for?
It's complicated.
You're like the maestro of dunks.
He's saying,
You're the maestro of comics over
he's
there.
going,
don't you
Vito,
think?
I promoted, and now I look so stupid because the comic's not out. And I'm like, what are you?
It's
gonna
true.
do? I really
stupid.
destroyed his credibility.
Thanks for the Black Crimson for 5. Thanks for the snacks, and thanks for not killing yourselves. Happy Halloween.
Silly Goose for 2. Are you liquor
swine,
maxing?
sorry.
Are you booze pilled?
Yeah.
Base Retard for 2. Thanks for not killing yourself, Vito. Hi, Richard. Base Retard for 2 says, just kidding. Welcome back. Smiley face. Shea Lips for 10 says, money.
Thanks.
Love that. LJ Clubberino for 5. Biggest problem is taking drugs before a concert, but you peak during the shitty opening band. Oof. and a pig and a...
What kind of drugs are you taking that early?
Yeah, they should last longer. Jay Glover, 406 for 10. The biggest problem is porn videos edited down from full length, so the girl goes from fully clothed to instantly gagging or screaming. I need the build-up to get the job done, not a jump scare.
You should try gay porn.
Why are you watching the part where they talk?
What are you talking about?
Do people really go and they're like,
just highlight over
I need
the
to
thing.
understand how the sister got in the laundry machine.
And then you go to
Did
where
she
the
trip?
peaks are.
Or was she like,
right there.
Maybe something startled her and she fell into it?
Yeah.
I don't need that part. Pigeon for 10 says MAGA.
Yes. Gotta vote, guys.
Psychonautical for 5.
Take your friends. Take your dad.
If you're young, it's very important. Psychonautical for 5. Thank you for not killing yourself. Dick, quit acting like the F-slur will do in your other show because of Patreon. When Cumtown had the biggest one and they said it constantly.
Yeah, but they're liberal, you fucking moron.
Yeah, and also
I can't even make fun of fat women. I lost my fucking YouTube channel over fat women.
Also, it's more about people. It's different rules for different folks.
I have people inside all of these companies that personally despise me.
Yes.
That's the issue.
Yeah.
Get a fucking clue.
Say it's quid for 5. I'm on a 1,000-mile road trip right now that my wife insists on driving. Wish me luck, Dick and Veets. Thanks for not killing yourselves.
Good luck.
Hey, at least the lady's driving. Good luck. I mean, don't die. Yeah, but she can drive down the highway, hopefully.
All right. No telling.
Go for 2 says Trump, 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 Trump. Odysseus for 2. The sunken cost fallacy is the biggest problem. Did we ever do that one? That's a good one. Boba the Cylon for 5. I got all the women in my life without facial piercings or tattoos to vote for Trump.
Yes.
The patriarchy is back.
Woo!
Handmaid's Tale is here.
Yes. You
Bathroom
bitches are
Bandit
done.
For 2 says make women skinny again.
That's right.
Aklovich for 2. Biggest Trump voter in the universe. It's Vito. Why not? Maxwell 21 for $12. Vito, it's your boy Prime. Biggest cringe in the universe is Dick's get out to vote Twitter. He's a bigger team guy than you these days. You have been telling people
you got to get out to vote. You got to go. Young men don't vote. You got to go vote.
Young men don't vote.
Go vote. Except for you, Maxwell.
Oh, God, I wish...
You go get married to a fat woman.
Mr. Girl has a great why you shouldn't vote rap. You ever heard that one?
He should not vote. And you guys should not vote.
It's a message to all the young people. It's actually a message to the African-American community.
Do you want to marry that guy?
He's so funny, dude.
You want to, like, be in bed with him?
No. He's, you ever get... It's hard to find people where you go, like, this is an interesting guy, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of, like, dummies who you end up being friends with, you know, because you're stuck doing a podcast with them every week. But eventually you connect with a guy and you go, this is a guy.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's see. LJ Clobberino for 10. Vito, would you ever get Q-tip freaky with crazy cat girl? No. You been talking to her anymore?
No. She just sends me ungodly amount of messages. You want to see? Here, look.
Sure. Yeah. Let's take a look.
Okay.
And I'll do my old wig voice. Well, show me what this trollop has been sending to you, sir.
No, that's like a Sherlock Holmes. You're like Master and Commander, you know?
You give me one. You do the pirate voice.
I can't do it.
You don't even do the pirate voice, so.
Look at this.
4 score. And Jesus Christ. This is her?
This is my other.
She sent you recordings?
Account. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Don't show your Twitter.
Why? This is my other box.
Oh, okay.
I don't care. I don't talk to anybody on here.
All right.
Look at this. Wah.
What is all this crap?
Just like shit. Look. Nonsense.
A Catherine
and
on
that's
the
just
internet.
That's one account. Let me see if I can find the other one.
She messaged you on all. She has multiple accounts she's messaging you from?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, here's the other one. A video. Nonsense.
This is horrifying. These are just videos of what is all this crap?
On this
well,
one.
don't show that. I mean, send me that later.
Yeah,
but
nobody wants to see that.
No, I don't want to see that.
Look at this, all this cheese, all this cottage
that
cheese.
That is a
in her
weird-looking
ass.
lady.
Puke City.
She's got like a Hellraiser face. Like there's little like wires under the skin.
Yeah, yeah. Look at this.
Okay.
Bro.
Wow, you did not even respond once, and she sent you. Like
I haven't even looked. I haven't even opened it. I don't want to, you know.
I wouldn't trust a fan of yours to spit on me. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, and now she's screenshotting. Oh, this is horrifying. This is going on forever. Holy fucking shit! You have not sent
a card.
I've been crying all week. Please respond.
Oh, I don't, Vito. I don't talk to anybody.
It's probably the way to do it.
I don't.
Wow. Well, cat girl, I'm not putting a Q-tip anywhere near that crazy because I don't want the.
A couple of guys in the Discord were going to gangbang her.
She would just agree to it. Seems like she's in that emotional state. Johnny Rock for 2 says Walls touches boy balls. I don't know about that.
He does. Walls touch the boy balls.
Zeta Quinkcell for 2. When's the furry con trivia happening? That would be a fun one. I did see someone finally executed on a bit I wanted to do years ago. They went to a furry con dressed as Steve Irwin and started throwing nets around people. And I went, shit! I always wanted to do that. I never fucking did it. And then they got kicked out. K. Swindle for 10. Biggest California problem, ballot propositions. I don't work for the state legislature. Why is it my job to research all this shit? Well, that's why they keep sending you fucking ballots.
No. Just go to the Howard Jarvis tax group and vote however they say to vote.
Yeah, some of that shit is creatively worded.
No. It's always no. Vote no on everything unless you know specifically.
Anything that says your taxes will increase by this much across this many years, I go, no.
Yeah.
The schools are full of mold. We want to. Nope, don't care.
Don't go to school then.
Yeah, figure it out.
I don't go to school, so you don't either.
That's how I feel. Pineapple Man for 5. Vote for Trump, and I'll personally hand out one big honkin' slapping gorilla biscuit per vote.
Yes!
This is a legal bribe from yours truly, Vito G, with several gorilla emojis. Exonerate Dersh for 5. Should we vote for RFK Jr.? He's a Kennedy, hates the facts, and thinks the vaccine is gross.
He said 50 years ago they'd have you in the fucking circus to all the fat people. He said that.
It's funny because when Michael Richards said it wasn't okay, but now if you say it to fat people, it's fine. Zeta Quinkcell for 2. Love the Rocket Twink. Long live Vito Nation. Outthink Vegas for 2. Bet Kamala at 2 a.m. when it's 10-1. Interesting. Straturgery 5. Imagine hosting a call-in episode to hear viewer problems. But as soon as you take the first call, it chucks dicks in my ass.
Nobody wants that.
14 Pat for CZK69. Bro, I love you and my boyfriend love you too. I guess I don't care. Anyway, I will force him to watch anime. I am a Vito. What? Okay, this is schizophrenic. Cameron for
pay
5.
More money.
Yeah, pay more money if you want to put
so
a million.
You can use punctuation.
Yeah, put
Cameron
some
for
periods.
5. Dick, when did you become Indian? I can see that dot from a mile.
Hey, he's got a good point.
What? Dot?
Yeah, you got a dot on your forehead.
Oh, I do?
I think it's like a zit, bro.
What are you talking about?
You have a giant Indian zit on your head.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
That's a birthmark. I've had that forever.
Yeah, I think so.
It's not a zit.
I don't know, man. I've never noticed it before somebody pointed it out.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I probably got tan, so you can see it more.
I think
Maybe
it is.
it's a
I think it is
melanoma.
darker than it normally is.
When is the Super Killer Cross Butch collab Veets?
Soon.
When are you going to collab with a guy that you shit talk constantly?
I have never shit talked him even once. What is this?
On the
Why is everyone trying to
5.
force drama between me and everybody else?
It's called selling books, man. Everyone gets it, but you. On the John for 5.
You're
If it's
right.
any consolation, it was the best call-in episode so far.
There you go.
Dem Dropkicks for 2. What do you think of the Great Incel Rebellion? Hard.
It's going to end in one generation, sadly.
Flutterdashy for 5. Vito, I haven't super chatted in a while because I'm broke, but I sold my car to tell you to play Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne.
I'm almost done with Final Fantasy VII. I'm 88 hours in. I'm doing all this side quests for some stupid reason.
Chud Bronson for 2. I vote not to add call-in shows to the feed. Well,
whatever.
You're either going to do it or not.
We'll see.
Jore Kraknovic for 2.5. Pigtoe, you look like you lost some weight. I love you. Oh, he's talking to you.
Thank you. It's a very positive
Dingus
comment.
McGee for 2. How do I get an Adderall prescription? I wouldn't know. Zeta Quincel
I know
for
how.
2. Ito loves them young.
You want to know the easiest way to get any of those prescriptions?
How?
Is tell them I'm just really worried about losing my job. Because then they hear, oh, if he doesn't have a job, he can't afford health insurance. He can't give us money anymore.
Wow.
So they want to keep you employed.
Life hack.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you tell a doctor, I don't know, I've been slacking, I've been losing track at work and stuff. They'll go, oh, well, can't have that because then you'd lose your health insurance. I mean, we don't get money anymore.
Bit of convoluted. All those steps.
It's not a lot of steps. You just go, I'm having a lot of trouble focusing
You
at
think
work.
the individual
I feel
doctor
like my work
is worried about health insurance premiums?
It's more that they're
or-
like, then it becomes like a real thing for them where they're like, well, you know, he's got to have his fucking job.
Is this what you do? You do this?
Yeah. I mean, don't
For
tell
Adderall?
them. I mean,
You
it is
told everyone.
It
What
is
do you
true,
mean?
though, that I go, I need it for work, you know.
What else do you need for work?
What else do I need for work?
Yeah, what else are you telling them you need for work?
That's the only thing I get from. Well, I don't get Adderall. I get like a variant or whatever.
A variant of Adderall?
Yeah.
Cocaine? Meth?
It's called Kitterall. It's fun, you know.
Sega Genesis for 5. I'm just glad that my best friend Vito is having fun.
That's
Gamer
all that
for
matters.
5. Biggest problem in elections?
No. Well,
Alex
we can
for
stream
5.
You want to stream the election night?
No.
You know, like all the fun and the hoopla and we got callers and.
Nah, I don't. Is there money
Ralph's
in
probably
it?
going to be doing something.
Yeah, Ralph's going to be
We'll call
doing
into
it.
Ralph's show on the election night.
6 swift sheiks show skill as they swiftly shear six sheep. 6 sheep sicken, sending swift sheiks to solve the 6th sheep sickness.
I think that was intended for me and my inability to say 6th.
Oh, yeah.
So
Thank you for 2. Do it at the polls. Are you smarter than a voter?
I don't think you're allowed to film anywhere.
10.
I don't know how far away you have to be from a polling booth.
All right. Please never have Josh eats only at Deniers on TDS again. Sick of hearing him field stand-up bits and pretend to be a big shot. I'd rather just watch Vito do the truffle
I thought
shuffle.
Josh was great on your show. I think these guys are nuts.
McHellship for 10.
Can we
Hey,
do our bit though, where we go to the polling booth with a bunch of backpacks full of USB sticks and spill them all over the ground?
Maybe next election.
just labeled votes and go shit. the lawyer.
You can go.
My
have fun
legal
with Ricky
counsel is
Vaughn in
advising me
prison.
to not have a bunch of USB sticks labeled votes. And spill them clumsily out of a backpack while holding 2 big chili dogs.
I don't think that's a winner. McHellship for 10. Hey, Richard, is $10 enough to let Sean do his guitar talk next Dick Show? Yeah, sure, but he's been gone. Strategic for 5. Imagine broing with your bros in hoodies at the park, but one of them tries to sit. Bro spins his chair and spins dicks in my ass.
Nobody wants that. Joseph Jennings for 2. Vote early, then vote in person. They don't check. That is not advice that I'm giving. LJ Clavarino for 5. Everyone boycott or no, we're not doing that to a sponsor. Jesus Christ. He says, please go to Rise Again. All right, risefree.org.
Honestly, I don't get what that is, but if you're registering to vote, and as long as you're voting Trump, it's fine.
No super chats that tell people to avoid the sponsor. That's going to be a rule. I'm sorry. Odysseus for 2.
Well, is it a Democrat? I mean, I know that girl that sent you the ad. It's obviously a Democrat thing.
It seems to be, I mean, again, it serves the millions of students most impacted by lack of equitable access who are low-income BIPOC and LGBTQIA.
And retarded
so
kids?
I'm going to say it's probably left-leaning in a way. But really, they just want you to get out the
too
vote.
Hot for it to be
they just want you to get out the vote.
Yeah, we got to vote.
Straight girl.
And register at a site.
She's a good-looking gal, I think. I don't remember what she looks like.
I don't know what she looks like in the face, but the tits were amazing.
Odysseus for 2. We need more fictional racism, says Vito. Mike Hunt for 5. Australian. Maybe in episode 4, Obi-Wan Kenobi said, I don't remember owning a droid because he was a clone. Okay. Kagon Postal for 2 says gay. Dignity Post says 5. Breaking news, Riley's not free and his next court date is in 3 weeks, November 14, 2024. Go to the URL freeriley.fund to save him and defeat the evil
Eric July.
Guys, Riley will be in court. He still needs money, right, to fund his legal battle.
He has to go to actual court.
Yeah, so he has to go where? What state? Texas?
Yeah.
So Riley will be traveling to Texas. Obviously, he needs money for his travels and his
He needs
fun.
a lawyer to rape Eric July in court.
I don't know. Sure. I mean, that's a valuable thing.
Eric July is a bitch. He's a fake gangster, and he fakes his black accent. He doesn't use correct Ebonic punctuation.
His Ebonics are failing.
His conjugation, excuse me. His Ebonic conjugation is not accurate.
No.
He does not talk like a real black person. He's a fraud.
All I'm saying is I think freeriley.fund should collect more money than Achromatic Chronicles Green, currently available from Represend.
Who's that guy?
That's Jay Drunk 3PO, who is
Drunk
the first.
3PO has a comic book about black girl magic.
Yeah, I was
which
really
is
weirded
fucking
out.
Stupid. It looks like.
I was like, wait, what the fuck? Why are you making this?
What is it? Chromatic what?
Achromatic Chronicles Green.
Achromatic Chronicles Green. This
So
is
as
a
we all
white
know-
man who has a weird smile who came up with this shit.
This was also the guy who said that I blocked him on Twitter because he made more money from his comic than me. And I said, no,
This is an adult man. This is his fucking comic book. Bro, What the fuck?
Well, hold on. I do have to correct you.
Is this a lolly comic book?
I have to correct you. This isn't his comic book. This is the associated coloring book for children for his comic book.
This is a white man.
Which is actually worse.
This is a white man's comic. A white man made this comic of a magical black girl with afro puffs like the Proud Family? What a fucking weirdo. What a weird fuck. So he's coming over to your house. You're like, let me see that. Let me see the new comic that you just did.
Yeah.
Here it is. It's a magical little black girl. Get the fuck out of my house. Take your weirdo comic. This weird fucking, you adopted a little black girl from Africa like Angelina Jolie. Get the fuck out of my house.
You invented a little black girl in your head, which is almost worse.
You pretending to be the dad of a little black girl? Get the fuck out of my house. What's his name? Drunk
Jay.
3PO.
Drunk 3PO.
Jay, get your fantasy raising a black girl.
It's a little weird.
Matt Damon,
It's a
my
little
dad and I
odd.
bought a zoo. Get this shit out of my house, you fucking weirdo.
I think he's trying to assemble a kind of, what do you call it?
This is weird. He's doing like a Captain Planet
He's
thing.
doing exactly.
You
I was
gotta
gonna say
do the white
he's
people
doing the
first, you weird fuck, or do it all at the same time. You don't start with
He's
fucking
doing the
Trini or whatever that
Planeteers,
bitch's
but
name.
you can't go right to the black. He did a white kid for the first one.
He should have
But
done
now
another one.
he should have done another white kid. You can't go straight to the second one to the black guy. It's the black girl. It's too obvious.
What the fuck kind of cuck shit is this?
Do a Hispanic girl second. You can't go. The black has to be third.
You know what? Do another white guy. And then do another white guy until somebody says you're doing too many white guys. Because no one cares about any of this gay shit. Start there. Start with first principles. No one cares about this gay shit that you're making. It's fucking stupid.
It's really weird.
It's really fucking stupid that you're pretending to have a little black girl to be her dad in a comic book. It's fucking weird, bro.
I mean, it's also weird that Eric set up a comic company to be like, we're getting rid of the woke in comics. This is going to be like hardcore fucking action. Hey, my white friend made a little comic about a black girl. You know, she's got sparkle magic.
He's pretending to be a black girl magic.
Don't touch her hair, though, because that'll make her angry, you know?
What the fuck does some weird middle-aged white guy have to say about a little black girl's experience?
I don't know, man.
Like, I don't give a fuck about her experience, but what the fuck is he saying about this?
Yeah, again,
Does someone have a period talk with this girl in this comic book? Hey, your tits are just starting to grow. Does she have tits in this? No. No, so she is not on her period yet.
Yeah.
Jay, why the fuck do you have a prepubescent little girl on your comic book? You fucking weirdo! You fucking weirdo!
Well, maybe she can meet Blood Ruth and they can talk about periods together.
Does Blood Ruth give her a tampon?
It'll be a crossover.
Holy shit,
She goes,
man!
you're going to develop your blood powers very soon, and they might not be as powerful as mine. But the white man who wrote this thinks this is how periods work. Yeah, everyone's going to jail.
What the fuck, dude? Could you imagine if you came in? Hey, I write a comic about a little Asian girl.
I'd be
little
torn
Asian
apart.
girl. Her name is Don't Say No Much. Don't say much.
They already tried to get me. They already tried to say my character was a fucking lolly because she wore a schoolgirl outfit on one of the covers.
Lolly.
This is actual.
This is fucking lolly. Nobody better draw pornography of this. And hashtag, what's the name of the book?
Achromatic Chronicles.
Achromatic.
Green.
Don't draw any lolly pornography and hashtag it achromatic or rip a sand.
I disavow.
Whatever you do.
I disavow this.
I'm saying I disavow it too.
Guys,
if you draw pornography,
this election is so important to young people. I can't even begin to stress. It's the most important election
you gotta vote
of
for
all
Trump.
time.
You have to vote for McDonald's.
Do whatever
and vote
feels
for Trump.
right. Anyway, guys, available. FreeRiley.fund. We need to get him more money
What
than
a
this
fucking weirdo, dude.
gay comic book.
Has there ever been a good enough man writer to write a little story about a little magical black girl? If William Shakespeare said like, "Hey, I got this new play. It's about a little magical black girl," you say, "Write it. Do another one."
Yeah, I would say if.
Write about like a flute or something.
Okay, so like you go through Target and you go to the kids book section and it's like 90. Like you're just walking through and you're like, oh well,
Yeah.
every kid's book is just about little black girls now, huh?
Yeah.
And you go, but then you can see the author and you go, oh well, a black woman wrote it. That tracks. If I ever saw
About
one of
the
those
author,
books,
weird, creepy white guy.
on the dust jacket.
I'm friends with all these fucking idiots.
Michaela's first day of school, written by Steve. You're like, okay,
Bro, what?
There you
So
go.
it's a prepubescent little black girl that you're making, and you're coloring it. Eric July is selling.
This is a
little
this
girl
is an add-on.
coloring
Yeah,
books?
we have an add-on.
That's creepy as fucking weird, man.
There's a coloring book. You can
with
get
no tits.
You can get a stress ball. I'll say this. Look, a lot of people give me crap about Super Killers merch. I got better merch than Ripicent. I'll say that right now. This
literally
this merch sucks.
No. You got to have no merch. That's why Butch
No, you
Killigan
gotta
is
have-
killing
you gotta
it.
have merch.
No. None. No yo-yos or silly
EVS
putty.
would disagree. EVS
Yeah,
knows.
but he's like you guys don't seem to you don't seem to understand that he's like an established pro.
Oh, okay.
And you're an established no.
Right. So,
No
all that, so all that
comic.
money I got for all that merch was a real bad idea.
Hey, 100 grand for 3 years is not money.
It's not 3 years.
That's like a fucking joke, is what it is.
Oh, we got a lot of runway.
I mean, it's not a little black girl with no tits, a prepubescent little black girl.
I'm making a cool thing. At least
This
I'm
is
not trying to
fucking
sell
weird.
people stress balls.
Yeah.
That's retarded.
You sound like Israel.
Pogs are cool.
At least we're not.
At least we're not.
All right, let me get this.
There's
shit
the
off
Ripicent.
What a fucking weirdo.
He's a weird guy. They're all weird guys, man.
This is the weirdest.
The Geeks and Gamers guys are genuinely like fucking weird.
Streaming Tabitha? What the fuck? What's happening here?
This must be the lady who helped them make a fucking.
Oh, this is the magical black
he does
girl.
not. He does not look like that at all. That
Is this handling the magical black girl?
He's got that. The blood. He's got both
man.
magical balls.
I got
there.
2 balls here. Here's the blue pill. Here's the green pill where I tell this little black girl about her period and buy her tampons at CVS. Does that happen in the book?
I'm glad Eric July is helping people's creative dreams come true.
What's creative about pretending you're like adopting a little black girl? From
Well, here's what doesn't make sense is his first book made like 100,000, and I'm like, well, he's got to
That's nothing.
He's got to at least double that from Ripicent, or it's not worth it. Like
Who
he's got.
cares? It's weird.
It's bad. It seems like.
Does she have tits or not?
And I go to bed.
Oh, I have not watched this.
No, bro.
I gotta see this. I gotta see this.
Bro,
Go to school. I do my
Hold on. All right. So
and
again,
she's voiced by a little little Latina.
so a white guy who complains all day about how Star Wars is
Maddie.
woke made this. So I can only. There's like
Bro, he should be complaining about Star Wars is pedophile.
Yeah.
This is fucking weird.
Let me. Who put this? Did Eric force him to make this?
Did Tim Walsh pay for this?
Shut up with this shit. All right, I want to hear about this all
The
ages.
Achromatic Chronicles. Green campaign is now live. Blue was an unbelievable success.
It was a very believable success. 100,000 for a guy who's on one of the most popular podcasts on
Bro, it's
YouTube.
like Mana, like Magic the Gathering. Like,
Yeah.
give me a fucking break. Now it's Wonderful World expands with Fortuna. Oh,
What's that movie where Spider-Man
Lolita?
is in a world that is black and white?
What?
The
What are you talking about?
Pleasantville.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, well, Tobey Maguire.
Oh, okay. Smart ass.
Well, I
This
couldn't remember his
all-ages
fucking name.
graphic novel by Drunk
It's a guy who watched
3PO.
Pleasantville and was like, what if that was a shitty book about kids?
Officially launches Rip Ascend. There's... Oh, boy.
Represents here,
This
baby.
is big-time creepy
Eric's
stuff,
fighting
man.
for a piece of like 50K. It's not even like it'll probably do 100K by the end of it, but what's Eric's cut of that? 10%?
Who cares? It's weird.
It's going to pay his social media manager for 1 month. It's a waste of his time. Just use a 3PL. Here, I want to hear this. Brought to you by
Every
Rip.
day I do the same thing. I go to school, I do my homework, and I go to bed.
Is that even a black lady? That's not a black lady.
You guys are fucking weird! You guys are fucking weirdos, dude! What the fuck is this? Drunk 3PO! Bro! Stop!
If you're
Don't
ever,
release
if you're ever
this!
sitting down, you're going.
You gave her a little tit line. You gave her a tit line, you fucking weirdo, but there's no tits. You gave your fucking prepubescent girl a boob line to hint that she has tits, and there's no. This is fucking gross and weird. This is gross and sick and
as
weird.
a grown white man writing about a 12-year-old girl going to bed.
Stop!
Maybe just write about
What
adult
the
stuff.
fuck, dude? What the fuck?
Well,
Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone.
this is going to be inspirational.
Is he going to be talking about her masturbating for the first time in his
I
comic?
can't
Does his comic about her masturbating for the first time? Yes, thank you.
I'm gonna maybe
That's disgusting. If that's in there, that's
maybe
disgusting.
that ball represents puberty. Who knows?
Well, all superpowers do.
Yeah,
He's writing a story
he's
about
writing a
about
puberty story. It's a coming of age story.
And she's thinking about cocks for the first time? That's fucking sick.
Okay, well,
That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
Wake up the next day, and I do it all over again. No one in Grey World ever does anything different.
Fucking Grey World.
Here, different is the worst thing you can be.
Dude, this is a fucking grooming manual. She's talking about her world being gray, and then he comes in with juggling those balls of grooming.
Yeah, he's got all the colors of the rainbow. And he says,
this is an LGBT,
adventure.
not CLGBT.
No.
This is fucking weird,
the sisters
bro.
have nothing to do with this.
This is a weird comic.
If you are different, you go away, and you don't come back.
What?
I don't want to be
terrifying.
different.
She has cum
Besides,
coming out of her
everyone's
eyeball.
depending on
that's a
me
bit
to
much.
do the right thing. My dad, my friends, my teachers.
Why does a grown man want it? Why would you want to
My
write
only
this?
escape is playing in the woods.
Oh,
Sometimes
God,
I play with
what's
my
in the
best friend
woods?
John, but most of the time I play by myself. John isn't afraid to ask questions and be different. The more questions he asks, the more
John 3PO, you wrote a fucking grooming comic book. Bro, you wrote a fucking grooming manual. You sick fuck. You sick bastard. Oh my God, you fucking weirdos just cry about Star Wars being racist, or Star Wars racistly all day, and you're writing this weird shit? You guys are fucking weird, man.
It's like they wrote like a gay coming of age thing. Like, my friend's different, but he's
But
not
for
afraid
little
to be different.
kids,
Yeah.
not teenagers who are already pubescent. For little fucking kids.
Yeah.
Wow. That's sick and wrong. This is sick and wrong.
It's just interesting.
This
that
is
they
Tim
end
Walls
up,
time 10.
They kind of end up making the same shit that they complain about. You know,
child rape manuals.
Well,
Woof.
that's your definition
Bro,
of it.
that's what I mean. That's what I read out of it.
Sure.
I wouldn't give this to kids. You're asking them to get raped. If you give this to children, you're asking for them to get raped. Whew. Imagine a teacher gives your daughter this fucking shit. Straight to Auschwitz.
questions I find myself having. I can't help wondering what might be outside Grey World, and I can't stop.
Okay.
Can you keep a secret?
No! What the fuck?
What are they doing at Ripasend? Ripasend is manufacturing
We have a slack-jawed lawyer and his mouth is wide open.
Can you keep a
Can you
secret?
keep a secret?
That's an adult woman.
No.
Saying that
Yeah,
for kids,
to
appealing
kids.
to kids. This is sick. This is sick trash.
Not a good.
These
not a
people
good
should. I need to
line.
tweet this immediately. This is a child grooming manual. This is a child grooming manual. Very sick stuff.
Can you keep a secret?
That's fucking gross and weird.
I'm glad we all reacted to that line.
You should never have a little kid
No.
saying, "Can you keep a secret in a sexual
Absolutely
way like
not.
that?"
No,
Like,
tell your parents. I can't tell my parents what's going on in Grey World. I can
and
only
they
trust
change
you.
her voice down to like, "Can you keep a secret?"
Yeah.
Stop.
All these
Can you
guys,
keep a secret?
all these guys are secretly gay, man. That's all it is.
Bro, gay if you're lucky.
They got
That's
they got
fucking-
weird repressed emotions that manifest them in their artistic endeavors. Whew. They're all hiding
I
something.
even made a new friend. Her name is Green, and she comes from the color world. Green needs my help, and I have a feeling things are never going to be the same.
And I'm a man now. And I spit backwards on chairs.
I would get those tampons. Let's get a piece of those tampons.
I just don't.
Big
I
tampon
just look.
out.
I don't understand why.
That's fucking gross, man.
What is going on? I thought we were making comic books. Now we're making whatever this is.
This is wrong. Sick and wrong.
Represent. We're gonna bring the edge back to comic books.
Send
My
me-
white friend wants to tell you about this little black girl he thinks about all the time. Okay, sure. Tell me about that.
Rippa, send your parents into the other room so we can talk to you about keeping secrets. What the fuck, bro?
Well, that's
They're
again,
sending the wrong guy to prison. If Riley goes to prison, they should be sending
free
Eric
Riley.fund is where you want to go.
And drunk 3PO to prison.
It's just bizarre. Well, guys, again, one more time. FreeRiley.fund. Please help him out. Based retard for 5. Better find another show. This is an anti-Riley zone. Hashtag confine Riley. He can't stay confined. Kagon Postal for 2. If I have to obey canned spam laws, so should the government.
Yeah.
Renoxus for 5. Canadian first voicemail guy is spot on. Thanks for not killing yourself, and we love Vito. Nucking Futz for 5. Thank you for not killing yourself, fellas. Biggest problem, air dry only bathrooms. Yeah, you gotta have the paper towel. That air dryer does not get you there.
Yeah.
Vitatoid for try 2200, whatever the fuck that means. Widow, the first person plural pronoun guys booty donation. You're actually the second donation, but we'll take it. Don't mind the third world currency. This is
That's $50. I believe you. Strategic for 2. Cool Guy Fieri is in Vito's seat. Nobody wants that. Dean Shock for 5. Thanks for the laughs, boys. Vito's, are you still terrible at RPGs and need to play Magic or something competitive on stream?
If I play Magic on stream, I will lose 1 million subscribers. Nobody wants to watch anybody play Magic. We got a bunch more super chats. Let's just shut up. It's money, you idiot.
Piss.
Go piss. Oh, we're almost done.
That's not that many. No, but then there's a whole Vito's booty.
Not Mothman for 5. Hey, Richard, watching you rip the Quran in half. It was a Bible. It was like a religious experience. I need to know what higher power gave you the strength to do so.
God allowed Trump did allow me to rip the Quran in half. It was a Quran. I said the Bible to get around getting banned.
Dickinson Post for 2. Fatwa on Bosch Foswin for anti-free speech terrorism. On the John for 5 Canadian.
I love the veterans. Oh, I wish I could suck every veteran's cock. I draw pictures of Mohammed because I have the entire U.S. Army protecting me because I'm a big F-slur. Oh, I'm Boswin. Oh, I'm Boswin. Look, it's a picture of Mohammed. Oh, but our veterans are so great. They let me draw Mohammed because they'll kill all the bad guys. I'm getting death threats. Wah! Wah! I want to draw Mohammed without getting death threats. Wah! Those children just should have not been born if they didn't want to get killed by our brave boys and the veterans. They deserved it. Hamas,
No other show gives you this, huh? There's not another.
I fucking hate everyone. I fucking hate everyone on the fucking planet. Fuck you.
There's not another show on YouTube where you're getting this shit.
You can't say that about our veterans. They need another parade.
You guys need to treasure this while you still have it, because we're not going to be here forever.
Babe!
Please treasure these moments.
Babe! Dick's making fun of the veterans. I'll show you, Dick. I'm going to draw another picture of Mohammed. Look at this.
That guy's
God, what a fucking gay lord.
That guy was really upset with you, huh?
How would you like to say that to a veteran's face? Okay. Boom. I'm pissing my pants because of the PTSD. Is there a guy's cock I can suck? That's why veterans get PTSD, because they get back from Iraq.
Okay.
And they can't do gay stuff anymore, and they have a fucking meltdown because they miss sucking cock so much.
Guys, this election's more important than ever.
I don't need any of you.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I love you guys. Let's see. On to John for 5. No mention of Vito blocking Mint Salad from the official Biggest Problem Twitter account. For shame, I thought this was an internet drama show.
Well, it's not.
She's unbanned now.
Oh,
so.
she is? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oglovich for 2.
Right.
Oinktober, more like it's Oinktober.
Oinktober.
Oh, okay. Zedek Quinkcell for 2.
Wrong.
Looks
idiot.
like you guys brought that Comic-Con spirit. We had a lot of fun. You had fun shooting?
Yeah, I wish I wasn't so sick. I was like, soaked. I was like, oh my God. I felt like I just got sick.
I felt bad keeping you out there that long. But we'll
couldn't talk. It was horrible.
Yeah, we'll get you in the next one when you're not sick. Vito's Fat Tits for 5. Over the life of an average hot dog machine, it will have over 527,000 wieners in it and catch 4,500 gallons of juice in its trap, just like Vito. Good one. Mike Hunt for 5. Australian. Watch Jeff and Some Aliens. It's a hidden gem, much like Gary and its Demons. You saw Detroiters is now on Netflix. A whole new generation is discovering
That's not what he was talking about, though. He was talking about other shows. You just brought another show into it.
Well, I know you really like Detroiters. It's cool.
I like Gary and his Demons, too. That guy was talking about other stuff, though. Like, how about this other show?
Well, I haven't seen Gary and his Demons.
You got to watch it. Yeah, that's good. It's great.
I was trying to talk about what I've been watching.
Yeah.
I've been watching Detroiters.
You gotta watch. You gotta talk about Gary and his demons.
Rhinoceros for 5.
I didn't even remember what he said because you're interrupting
Watch
it.
Jeff and his aliens. It's a hidden gem like Gary and his demons.
All right.
There you go. Rhinoceros for 5. Hey, Vito, what persona will you dress up when you go to FurryCon? I will be a pig. Zeta Quincel for 2. Vito, when's the oh my God, phony grape happening? I have no idea what that is. On the John for 2 Canadian. Name the person in the room or I will get you. It's my dad, and he's here from beyond the grave to tell me he loves me. Zeta Quincel for 2. JD3PO, more like gay P-E-D-O.
Gay P-E-D-O. Does that guy have a dad? Did he run that?
That was really good. That was really good.
Gay, everyone call that guy Gay P-E-D-O on Twitter. Nice book. It's a nice book from Rippison and Gay P-E-D-O.
That's not my name.
It's about a little black girl with lines on her tits because she's underage, and it's a straight line across to indicate that she does have tits. Weird.
Yeah.
Fucking weird.
Very cool,
Fucking
man.
weird.
Pigeon for 10. The bubonic plague and its consequences have been disastrous for mankind. Mike Hunt for 2. Dick, where's your Trumpkin hat?
Oh, it's up there. I gotta go through them all.
Turgery for 2.
Oh, no, I don't want to switch it.
All right. Ripicen brings you grooming in clockwise rotation. And Dick Need to Post for 2 says something by a guy named Drunk is never for kids.
That's true. All right, here we go.
Let's play a little song.
What's the game where we smash all the toys?
I don't give a shit.
Of a man who treats about little boys.
I can't believe we're still doing this bit.
What's in the box that you know you wanted?
Why is this still interesting to anyone?
Don't get on the scale or I smash it to shot.
Well, I hope inside the box there's a gun.
Vito's booty, Vito's booty, Vito's booty.
Kill me.
Molested
Kill
a child.
me. This is the last episode of this show. We're getting banned for election disinformation
kidding.
and all sorts of shit. Yeah, okay.
Just kidding.
Great.
All right, what's it gonna be?
I don't even
What's
want
it gonna be?
I don't want to stand up today. So just, smashy. I don't care anymore.
All right. Are you ready?
It's probably a good thing, too. What is it?
I don't even know.
Oh,
actually.
shit. Fuck. It's a little thing.
I don't even know.
That could be good. That looks like a magic card.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, bro, don't be.
See, I even tricked myself.
Hold on.
Vito, because I knew you.
If it's a magic card, I get to call an audible. I get to fight. Hold on.
It just says to Dick Masterson, Vito's booty, care of biggest problem.
If it's a real guy's cradle, I feel like I should be able to trade in the 2 fake guy's cradles and get a real one.
Who knows what it could be?
Because that's bullshit.
It's
What is it? Don't smash it yet. What is it? What is it? I'll get on the scale. What is it? Don't smash it yet. What is it? Oh, man. This sucks. This fucking sucks. Come on. What is it? What's in the box? What's in the box? Come on. Oh, come on, man. Oh, God. Wait, the dog's on the scale. Oh, it's all right. It's bullshit.
it's a My Little Pony collectible card game.
Unless he resealed it with glue and there's a guy's cradle
Let's see
inside.
what's inside
Let's see which cards
this.
we got.
Let's see what's inside.
MLP. Okay, it is actually My Little
It's
Pony
actually
cards.
My Little Pony. Looks weird. Looks like something that drunk PDO
Drunk P
would make.
3DO. I guess.
Not even any. Oh, you got Sweetie Belle was your hologram. The crummiest.
Oh, let me see my Sweetie Belle.
The crummiest My Little Pony there is.
But she has units. I can pay 0 to Cutie Mark this card, and when it becomes Cutie Marked, I won't. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. You smashed my. Those could be good. I don't know.
They're not. You know what?
Well,
You know what made me upset about this as a graphic designer?
Oh boy.
Okay.
Okay, what?
There's 7.
You gotta go vote for Trump.
There's 7 My Little Ponies, right? The main 7 My Little Ponies.
No, there's 6.
There's 7.
No.
Oh wait, maybe there's 6. You're right.
Yeah.
There's 6.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So how would you arrange 6 diamonds representing each of them?
Like a Star of David.
Yes, a 6-pointed star, right? Here's
No.
whatever. Here's the back of the My Little Pony trading card. It is 6 gems arranged around an 8-pointed star. It is the stupidest, most retarded
They can't do
design.
a Star of David because everyone knows what it looks
Well,
like.
then don't make a Star of David. But why Why would you put it on
Ow.
an 8-pointed fucking
All right, I
captain's
gotta piss.
wheel?
Goodbye.
Go, whatever. All right, thanks to all our top supporters, guys, Vitophiles and dickheads alike. We love you all. We will be back next week. We will have a bonus episode. Tune at patreon.com/biggest problem. Watch our new video.